Going overseas? Enroll in international travel health insurance before you leave. Compare plans at arkbluecross.com/travel. We're talking Razorback Athletics next with your host, Chuck Barrett.
What does it mean to be taken care of? And to know that the people around you are taken care of too? What does it feel like to trust that you'll be able to get health care, to prevent illness, and to help you heal? Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind, so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
Razorback fans are loyal, and Domino's rewards loyalty. At Domino's, you can now earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza any way you order, not just online, including orders placed by phone or in-store too. Sign up at Domino's.com/rewards. Only one order per day earns points.
You work hard for your business, so First Security works hard for you. We offer tools to improve cash flow, pay bills faster, and more. What's your better? Get there with us. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Two teams in need of a win tomorrow in Fayetteville. The Razorbacks and Auburn, the Hogs winless in conference play. Auburn's in the same boat. Something's got to give at Razorback Stadium.
We're worried about ourselves, and obviously we're preparing for what they do and the players that they have. But what we're trying to do is make sure that we understand that we need to still believe that we're going to go out and find a way to win the game. And I was really excited about the way we practiced tonight. There was a lot of enthusiasm out there. Guys were going full speed. We were executing at a very high level. I just try to tell the players, man, we just got to understand that we need to believe that we're going to find a way to win, go out and compete like we have been. Preparation that you've done, the attitude that you've had, all the work you put into it, it's going to pay off. We're going to come out and be aggressive and go find a way to win the game.
We're on the air with the pregame show at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Hope you'll make plans to be with us then, and hope you'll be with us next week for more of the Razorback Report.
We'll return Monday with more of the Arkansas Blue Cross Razorback Report. Get international health insurance before you need it. Find short and long-term options at arkbluecross.com. And take good care, Arkansas.
It's Justin Acree for Coffin by Design West. Shop with the local folks and get exactly what you want. You can also shop from the convenience of your own home by going to kaufmanlumber.com. There's an online store with over 800,000 items in inventory that can be delivered straight to your front door. Items in inventory include everything from hardware to housewares, heating and cooling supplies, lawn and garden tools, sporting goods, store and office supplies, and there's a huge range of products in each area available. So go by their store in West Little Rock at 14900 Cantrell Road, or do your shopping online at kaufmanlumber.com.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. How much easier would life be if you could take away your stresses and worries with one phone call? Just turn all of your problems over to a person and let them de-stress your life. That's what we do at Blackman Auctions. We are much more than an auction company. We take your unwanted assets in your life and turn them into money in 30 days. Organize, market, deal with attorneys, real estate agents, debt services, closing companies, and those members of your family. You know who they are. Making your life as easy as possible since 1938. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Cloudy today with a 20% chance of light rainfall and a high of 72. Also cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of rain in central Arkansas and a low of 58. But it is Saturday. That's when we're expecting the bulk of our rain from the middle of the day through the afternoon. An 80% chance of rain. Some could be heavy. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
It's Howie from Robert Irwin Jewelers. Take 48% off any item at Robert Irwin Jewelers. Get a 3.5 carat lab-grown hidden halo diamond engagement ring, only $3,448. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, or online at rijewelers.com.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
We take whiskey seriously. Taste the difference of a hand-selected bourbon at your local lodge, like the Twin Peaks Buffalo Trace Barrel Select.
There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to football weekends, and that's what makes Yuengling such a great pick. From traditional lager to light lager, flight, golden pilsner, and black and tan, they brew a beer for everyone's taste. Whether you're manning the grill or setting up the tailgate or just watching with your friends, Yuengling's got a flavor that fits the moment. Brewed with nearly 200 years of tradition by the oldest brewery in America. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Sunning Ever Special Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studios, this is Out of Bounds with Joe Franklin and Wes Moore on 103.7 The Buzz. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
All right, welcome in. What's up, everybody? Wes Moore, Joe Franklin with you. It is Out of Bounds, live at Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship. First round is underway, and got some colder conditions today, a little bit of a drizzle, a little bit of rain, but right now it looks like it's kind of stopped for a little bit. It's been spitting some rain, but not bad, not bad. Looks like everybody's having fun. Kids are out here. We're by the kids zone in the 15th green, so if you're on your way out here, come on by, see us. Got some hats from Bet Saracen, some little squeeze balls, and some different things to hand out to people.
Had some people looking at the weather forecast on the way over, and they said maybe about now it may start coming down, but it's going to lighten up as the day goes on, so shouldn't get too much of it today, but it is a bit cooler. Feels good out here, though.
Looks like, yeah, it's a little spit of rain from now for another 30 minutes. Then it stops for about, I think, for the rest of the day. So, I mean, when I say it's not even a sprinkle. It's just a little drop here or there. I didn't even get an umbrella out. I had a little rain jacket and stood there, and it wasn't bad at all. So
there's still people walking around with short sleeves. A few.
Yes, I just talked with the
as they should.
Gentleman had short sleeves on, and I was like, man,
as they should. Trip
as they should.
It's a little chilly out here. You know what makes it cool is the wind.
Yes,
there's a little breeze, and you can tell the front has come through, and it's a cooler breeze. You know, the temperature's not bad at all.
Trip,
Really,
you be out here in shorts, huh?
Well, sweatpants and a short sleeve shirt, but yes.
Well, it says it's 57 right now. It feels like 55.
Yeah.
That's the high tomorrow up in Fayetteville
chilly
for the ball game.
Is it really?
Yeah, but 70, not 70, 57, 58. It'll be chilly.
See, for some reason, it seems like your upper extremity gets colder, and so you could do the long sleeves and shorts more so than, like you said, the warm-ups and short sleeves. But, I mean, to each his own on that.
The big story out here is tag ridings, man. The former Razorback is leading the tournament with 6 under par. He got as low as 7 and bogeyed number 14. He just came through here on 15, hit a bad drive left, and he was trying to play it around the trees and hit a little fade into the green and just stayed straight on him, went to the bunker, and he had a heck of a up and down from the bunker on the front left of the green, pins in the back right, and nice little shot to about 4 feet, and made the par putt and stays at 6 under par. And he has got 16, 17, and 18, the closing 3, to try to maintain the lead, although there are some chasing him, and one of them's Cameron Percy. He is red hot right now. He's birdied his last 4 holes He birdied 6, 7, 8, 9. He's now playing the par 5 10th hole, which has been a nice little birdie hole today. And, and I guess the coverage has started on the Golf Channel. Did he just birdie? Is that what you said, Trip?
No, I said
no,
6,
that's
7.
not what he just said. He said 6, 7.
Oh.
Stupidest
6,
trend of all
yeah,
time.
you see, Wes has no idea about 6, 7.
Stay that way, Wes. Please, you're blessed not knowing.
6, 7.
No, don't do it. No.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
I don't even know what it means. All I know it's
it's
from a rap song, which is the stupidest thing. My sister does it with her cheer team over in Heber Springs. They go, "Come on, Panthers, score 6, 7 more," and I'm just like,
oh wow, yeah, it is one of those things that picks up and everybody's saying it,
and probably don't know why they're saying it. It's just a trend.
If it picks up on social media, they're all about it. And Rose says 57 in Little Rock is a lot different from 57 in Fayetteville.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ro. Because you know that wind's even cooler up there than it is down here. But yeah, Cameron Percy on a run right now. He's got it to 5 under par. Billy Andrade is in the clubhouse at 5 under par. Tim O'Neill just came through here. He's at 4 under par. VJ will be coming through here shortly. He's on 14. He's also at 4 under par. So a lot of good golf early this morning. Stephen Alker, 4 under par through 8 holes. He's one of the top golfers on the money list and the Cups point list. But, yeah, big day for Tag Ridings. Remember having him on. His goal was to get to next week, be in that top group so that he gets his tour card for next year and doesn't have to do any Monday qualifying. He knows what tournaments he can play and what he can pick. You know, he gets to choose his schedule.
That'd be great for him. He's off to a great start.
Yeah.
And it's about, maintaining. If you play one good round, you need to be able to put it together for a few good rounds.
Well, as of right now, Tag Ridings, if he was able to, win this thing, right now he's moved up 22 spots on the projected list to number 13. So he's moved from 35 to 13 with his round today. So if he can keep it going, move on up, be great for the former Razorback. And he had a nice group following him. And I've been surprised, Joe. And I think I was talking with one of the driver who brought me over here, for the shuttle driver. He thought, his theory, people see the rain, they see the forecast for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And if they've got a one-day pass, they're coming today. Took off from work and just came on out today while the conditions are nice. I mean, we're looking across at number 9, number 10, and here on 15. Dude, there are hundreds of people just walking around. It is a very nice, very good crowd for Friday.
Oh, the lot was packed today. A lot more than it has been the past couple of days.
Ooh, Joe, we're going to have to get quiet. Look, this is the first time we've had a ball over here. I mean, it is on the right side of the 15th in the rough, right next to a tree.
Your play-by-play.
Wow. He is so close. We probably will have to be very quiet. He must have been in trouble, had to chip over here. It ran through the fairway, and now he's playing his third shot from about 50 yards.
I don't think if we're talking normal, then we're not going to bother him. It's like if we get super loud for some reason, which we don't plan to.
Oh, it's Boo Weekly. Boo's a good guy. I do not know how he ended up over here, but this is not how he planned on playing this hole for sure.
Well, now if he hears that, then he may get irritated.
Well, and he's not even going at the green.
The iron. It's going to use his wedge.
He is just going to chip out into the middle of the
Trip,
fairway.
you play golf?
Video game golf, yeah.
Okay.
That counts.
All
Wii
right.
Sports,
That's good enough. Yeah, I was just wondering because you mentioned that going with a wedge, you know the game a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So Boo didn't even go at the pin. He just chipped it sideways out into the middle of the fairway, and I think that's 1, 2. That's his third shot. So he'll have to get up and down from right there just for bogey. So
Trip, that's your next calling then, golf play-by-play.
I don't know if I could do it as well as Vern Lundquist did back in the day, or all the legends. So I don't know.
He's a legend.
Well,
don't
you're
compare
talking about
yourself
top
to a
of
legend.
the top. Come on now.
I mean, yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
Okay, I'll start at the bottom, which is where I currently stand.
Exactly.
Where is Mills tonight, by the way?
Mills
Trip?
is at
What are
home.
y'all
We're
doing?
hosting Little Rock Hall for homecoming.
Oh, okay. What's the quarterback situation?
Quarterback situation is I expect both to play again this week because we saw him kind of rotate last week at Riverview. They like to throw him on the field at both times, so maybe Eli Moody might play running back again. Who knows with Kingston at QB, or they put Kingston at wide receiver actually last week, so they like to throw him around. Who knows? We might see Eli Moody play left tackle for all we know.
That's a great backfield and great ability to kind of move those guys around and have that as a luxury with two quarterbacks.
Yeah, these two quarterbacks really complement each other very well. I mean, yeah, and as you said, Wes, they are two fantastic athletes. I think Kingston Burnett, he still has a lot of speed that he can build up on, but he is fast already. He had like a 50-yard rushing touchdown during one of his starts earlier this year. He's a gunslinger as well, and to have a dynamic quarterback like Eli Moody it's a dangerous backfield, really good backfield, as you said, Joe.
Oh, well, Boo Weekley just had a great chip shot. Just a low-line drive with a lot of spin on it, stops it next to the pin, and he's got a great chance to make his bogey after a bad drive and bad second shot. We were talking yesterday about the Northwest Arkansas games that were moved to Thursday night, and guys, that Bentonville-Rogers game lived up to all the hype. I was home last night and pulled it up and watched it. Bentonville jumped out to a nice lead. Rogers made a huge comeback, got an onside kick, got the ball, went down and scored to I think take the lead, and then Bentonville came right back in the fourth quarter, scored, but they scored too quickly. Well, I hate to say that, but they were running the clock and trying to score with hardly any time left to give Rogers the ball back, but their running back Ficklin broke a tackle and scored a touchdown with about a minute to go to retake the lead, and then Rogers starts driving and had an unfortunate holding penalty that set them back to second and 20. And they ended up getting the first down, and then they get another first down. 4 seconds left in the game. They're on their own 20 after that first down. I thought they were going to go and spike it. I was listening to the Rogers crew. Matt Jones from WholeHogSports.com is part of their broadcast group, and he had said that they are now in field goal range. And so I thought they were going to go down, spike it, kick a field goal, tie it up, and go to overtime. And as a fan, I'm hitting my Buffalo Wild Wings button over here, and going, let's go to overtime, man. Yeah. This is a great game. Let's keep this going. And Rogers goes to the line, 4 seconds left, throws it in the end zone, it gets knocked down. Game over. Lose by 3. Now, it would have been a 37-yard field goal. I don't know how much they trust their field goal kicker. I guess they don't trust them. But I was listening to the Rogers crew. They were like, we're in field goal range now. We got a chance to kick it. And they, after the game, kind of debated, do you kick it there? Do you go for it? And they were kind of split. One of them wanted to kick it. The other one's like, man, I like being aggressive. Let's go win this game on the last play. They go to their big tight end, Lindsey, and Bentonville snuffed it out and knocked it down. And anyway, they win it on the last play of the game. Fantastic 7A West game, and now Bentonville looks like they'll be the conference champs and the number 1 seed out of the 7A West. But I'll tell you what, Rogers is good, and if it kind of holds like we think, with Bryant being number 1, you could have a great semifinal matchup of Rogers and Bryant. Of course, Conway, if they finish that number 2, they'll and that, it's still to be decided. I don't want to hand Bryant the title yet. But they are the defending champs.
They're really good.
Ranked number 1 in the state for a reason. That Bryant-Conway game in 2 weeks will decide the 7A Central. But it is shaping up to be a great Final Four and even a great, Elite 8 in the 7A. But that was by far probably the best game last night, and it attracted my attention. I turned it on and watched pretty much the end of the first half and all the second half. And but y'all know I love high school football, but I quit watching the NFL game, Joe, because, well, it wasn't a great NFL game, but I moved on and pulled up YouTube and watched Rogers and Bentonville.
Yeah, I watched some of Thursday Night Football, but also NBA these past couple of days, and these games have been great. Thunder, first team in NBA history to go to double overtime in their first 2 games. Warriors, Nuggets, they go to overtime again last night. Like, there have been some games that have come down to the very end, back and forth.
I'm not sure who is coming up, but we got a nice crowd walking up the fairway right now on 15. Must be a pretty good name golfer because it's not a Tiger crowd, but it's a heck of a crowd. I mean, it looks like a can-do crowd is what it looks like. But it's I got to pull that up. D3 Auto Sales text line real quick. If you take someone out to lunch, who takes home the leftovers?
Whoever wants to.
And you take your own.
Yeah, whoever wants to.
If you have leftovers, then they have leftovers. And even if you bought it, I mean, they can take their leftovers home. You don't get their leftovers. I don't want their leftovers, even if I bought it. That's a weird question.
It's a morning mayhem question.
Trip, this is for you, and for Joe, this is for y'all. From an elementary teacher, please. No 6'7".
Oh, yeah, they hear too much of it.
Yeah, I was 100% like making fun of it, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
We're not gonna play that on the air, are we?
No. Oh, what?
Okay.
No.
Okay, you can't play that on the air. We can't.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got CCR loaded up. I don't want to play any of that. No.
All right. I don't know if I guess I probably have heard it, but don't even know what I heard. That's how out of touch I am with the music scene.
If you're looking for something to watch right now, also Netflix, we know they've done a great job with quarterback, receiver, starting five. Since NBA has started, they did one season last year that LeBron was on. This year, it's KD, Harden, Halliburton, SGA. So these are two guys that went head-to-head in the finals, and so it kind of followed their journey. And then Jaylen Brown, Celtics were trying to get back to the finals, so they picked some good players to follow this past season, and it's really good.
Well, I'm glad you said if you're looking for something to watch. It made me think. Coverage is on right now on the Golf Channel of the Simmons Bank Championship. So if you're sitting around at home, you can pull it up and watch. It's a good
or at work or wherever you may be.
Yeah, there's a
Trip.
Yeah, Trip. You can pull it up. Here's Jimenez.
Awesome.
From the ninth. Looks like he's got a fairway wood from the middle, and he's got it way back there, man. That was he laid it back on number 9. Can be a very difficult hole out here. The course looks so good. Look how green that is.
He's laughing at your play-by-play.
No, I love it. I'm not laughing at it. I just love it. He gets in the zone, you know, and you can tell that he's passionate about golf, man. I love it.
Here's a shot on 18, Jai-D. He came through here and he stubbed his putter on his. He was trying to putt from the fringe on 15, and he stubbed his putter, and it didn't make it up the hill, and it rolled back towards his feet, and he was a little upset. He threw his wedge in there on 18, his third shot, to about 6 feet. He's got a shot for birdie. Here's Ernie Els on 9. He's playing with Jimenez, and it's playing into the wind, so that's why they're so far back today. And Ernie with an iron is going to just miss the bunker, but he missed the green. All right, so there you go. Coverage on the Golf Channel right now. All right, here's what we have coming up on the show today. It's not going to be all golf. Of course, we're going to talk Arkansas, Auburn. Steve Sullivan will call in at 2:10 today. Neil Atkinson is out here. He's going to join us live. He's going to walk over to 15 and talk to us a little bit. Joe and I will make our picks for the weekend at 3:30. But coming up next, the professional, Lee Sterling, will join us from ParamountSports.com. We'll get his picks for the weekend and see which way he's leaning on some key SEC games. Stick around. We're just getting started. You can always call us at 661-1037. You can hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line. It's going to be a fun day. Hang out with us for the next 2.5 hours. This is Out of Bounds.
Listen each Monday morning when Morning Mayhem's Justin Moore tests your Razorback knowledge with Razorback Trivia, presented by Precision Garage Door of Central Arkansas.
This is SportsCenter.
The Chargers dominated the Vikings on Thursday Night Football, beating them 37-10. Quarterback Justin Herbert had 3 touchdowns and 289 yards. Keenan Allen had 44 yards on the night, joining Antonio Gates as the only players with 11,000-plus receiving yards in Chargers history. Tonight, Arkansas basketball has an exhibition against Cincinnati at home. This is the Razorbacks' first exhibition of the preseason, while it's the Bearcats' second. They beat 7th-ranked Michigan 100-98 last Friday. Tip is set for 7. It can be streamed on SEC Network Plus. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz too. And the Buzz High School football game of the week is a battle of unbeatens. As Cersei hosts Joe T. Robinson with kickoff set for 7. Coverage will start on the Buzz at 6:45. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier, Todd Matthews in Benton, or Paul Griffin in Monticello today.
Kathleen Madigan, the Day Drinking Tour.
Well, my parents are in Florida in the winter right now, as most Midwest old people with a car. And my parents bought a new car. They bought a black Lincoln Town Car. Little did they know that that's one of the more expensive rides on the Uber app, so I have signed them up to be Uber drivers.
Kathleen Madigan, Saturday, January 17th, Oaklawn Event Center in Hot Springs. Tickets on sale now at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
He's a world champion arm wrestler and one of QC Kinetics' most outspoken advocates. When Monster Mike Todd severely injured his bicep, doctors recommended a career-ending surgery.
Well, I definitely was never going to do that because I'm a competitive athlete.
And he didn't have to, because the QC Kinetics Little Rock medical team jumped into action, treating the damage using Mike's own orthobiologics. No need for surgery.
I think QC Kinetics was a huge help in my recovery. The percentages were that I would never make it back to this level.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments have helped transform, relieve, and restore thousands of patients with injuries and joint pain.
There's a pretty good chance that with under 15 weeks, I'll be competing for the heavyweight world title. Yeah, so I might be 24-time world champion by the end of the year.
You got this, Mike. And for anyone listening who's dealing with joint pain, the QC Kinetics consultation is free. So give them a call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studio. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
All right, welcome back. I made a mistake. I thought Tag was on 18. He was actually on 17 and was in the bunker, got up and down for another par. So Tag Riding's hanging in there at the top of the leaderboard at 6 under par. We are at the Simmons Bank Championship today, thanks to our friends at Bet Saracen and Saracen Casino. Let's make y'all some money. Let's get Lee Sterling on here from Paramount Sports, ParamountSports.com, and talk about some of the big games this weekend. What's up, Lee?
One of the three most exhausted times I've ever been. So I usually do 53 interviews Thursdays and Fridays. Got a lot of extra calls. People wanted me to hop on and talk about this whole NBA gambling situation and the situation with Chauncey Billups. Done. It looks like by the time I finish in 5 hours, 71 interviews. So once I finish, I am going to drive about a mile to Longhorn Steakhouse, and I'm going to get myself a nice cold beer and a nice big steak and baked potato and a salad. I'm just going to chill and enjoy myself and watch a little college football.
Speaking of food, what have you guys been doing for tailgates this year? What's been on the menu?
So normally Sundays, it usually is deli. So a lot of my friends love deli. We get turkey, roast beef, corned beef, egg salad, tuna. People that come over love the black and white cookies. My wife usually makes a fresh fruit salad. So Sundays, more times than not, has been the deli. But Saturdays we usually mix it up. Italian. We've gone even sushi some Saturdays. So Saturdays is kind of like that's where we're a little more adventuresome. So when you won, you've gone 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 4-1, and 4-1. It's hard to go away from delis on a Sunday, right? When you're 23-2.
Oh yeah, got to stick to it.
Well, Lee, you have been red hot, and let's keep it going this week. Let's start off with Tennessee and Kentucky.
Yeah. I don't think there's that much of a difference between these two teams. Obviously, the better offense is Tennessee, and I think Kentucky has the better defense. And I think this team is starting to gain some momentum. I thought they were the better team last week against Texas. That's not saying a whole lot, the way Texas has been playing. But bottom line is you've got the team with the better defense playing at home. I think that Stoops is playing for his job here. And Tennessee maybe coming off that hard-fought loss last week, they might be still in a funk here. I think they're going to pull it out, something like 30-24, but I'm going to take Kentucky here in the points. I think this is a one-possession game.
A&M, LSU. A&M's been really good this year. LSU's been up and down. But LSU hosting a night game, and do they have some more of that magic?
I rarely go with teams with a premise all of a sudden they're going to get things ironed out. Been on many teams and seen teams that have been mediocre, and when you're mediocre, all of a sudden against a quality opponent, you usually don't straighten things out. They're also going to be down their left tackle for this game. A&M on defense, 10th in pressure rate, 4th in sacks in the country. Last year, Marcel Reed, this was his coming out party. They put him in at halftime and led him on 3 straight touchdown drives. Was very impressive. LSU's defense couldn't get off the field last week against Vandy's Diego Pavia. They were on the field for 37 of the 60 minutes. I think Marcel Reed is bigger, stronger, faster, and has a stronger arm here. So I love his 2 receivers. Now, we know that Vanderbilt has better tight end and Stowers, but better 2 receivers are with A&M here. They can run the football here, play solid defense. That's what Mike Elko's all about here. I think the heat's on LSU head coach here, Brian Kelly. He probably was never a good fit. I think the reality is LSU just isn't that good here. A&M might lose, but it's not happening this week. They stay undefeated in the top 3 here. A&M 31-20.
Do you know who's starting at left tackle for LSU this week?
I haven't seen the starting tackle, no. Why? Have you?
No, but I know in the preseason and fall camp, a true freshman from Arkansas he's a dude. And Arkansas wanted him bad and thought they had him, and he took a late visit to LSU, and his NIL deal was sweeter, and he decided to commit to LSU. And
what was his name again?
Kern.
Was it
Curious Kern?
Okay.
But anyway, he was working at
sure.
left tackle, and I didn't know if maybe it was a true freshman that was starting at left tackle. Hey, look, their offensive line's been bad all year. I was there for the A&M Arkansas game.
He was listed as the backup, actually. So
okay,
I would say there's a good chance. Yeah, 6'5", 335 freshman. Yep.
Is as good an offensive lineman from Arkansas since Sean Andrews, and he is the real deal. But he's still a freshman.
We all know about him, right?
Yeah, no doubt. And I saw A&M's front seven in person last week in Fayetteville, and they got dudes, and their rush end is almost unstoppable. I agree with you. I think A&M's going to beat LSU even at night in Death Valley. They won at Notre Dame. They won at Arkansas, and that crowd was electric on Saturday night. A&M made all the plays. They're a good team. I do. I think they're deserving of being a top 5 ranked team, and I agree with you. I think A&M gets it done. Let's go to Oklahoma Ole Miss.
So in this game, I think it's you got to note that John Mateer is probably now 85-90%. A couple weeks ago against Texas, he shouldn't have played. I said that as soon as I saw him. I had an in-game wager. Even when they took the lead, I went with Texas. Now I think he's going to be ready. He looked pretty good last week. He'll look better, I believe, this week. Ole Miss, they were exposed last week. They couldn't get off the field. Allowed a score on every single possession last week in the second half. So unless Ole Miss is clicking on offense and scoring almost every time, they got problems here. Oklahoma, I think they have the best defense in the SEC. They're playing at home. Give me OU, taking the Sooners 30-23.
Vandy, back-to-back weeks hosting big games. They take on Missouri this week.
Yeah. All right, so you got to know the quarterbacks. I think the quarterback battle here is going to decide the winner. Missouri, Bo Prabilla, good, 11 touchdowns, 210 yards rushing on the year, but throwing 7 interceptions. Whatever Prabilla can do, Diego Pavia can do better. 15 touchdowns, and he's run for more than twice the yards, 438 yards. Now, if you watch Prabilla enough, and if you watch the Alabama game, you know his weakness. He has trouble reading linebackers and coverage. So that's the reason he wasn't a starter at Penn State. So he's good, but he does have some limitations. They also couldn't run the football the last 2 weeks. Ahmad Hardy was great the first 5 weeks, 730 yards, but the last 2 weeks, 52 and 58 yards rushing against Alabama and Auburn here. And the reason they won that game against Auburn, I think the main reason was Auburn kicker missed 3 field goals. I like Vandy at home. They should do game day in the library here. They'd probably get more kids to come out. That's where most of them are. Vandy, 30-24.
All right, let's go to Arkansas, Auburn, a couple SEC teams trying to get their first SEC victory. I see this as strength versus strength. Arkansas's offense against Auburn's defense, and weakness against weakness, Auburn's offense against Arkansas's defense. How's this play out?
So, the weather obviously is going to be a factor in this game. And studying these two quarterbacks and what they played in the weather, I think Arkansas has a big advantage here. So I was a speed quarterback. I like making one cut, and then I usually ran to the pylon. I think you're going to see the same exact thing happen here. So I think that the advantage here is going to be with Taylor Green as far as running the football when he has to take off, and that could be a factor. Auburn just finding ways to lose. Teams that and I'm not saying they didn't get some horrific calls in both the Oklahoma game and also the Georgia game, but coaching-wise, Hugh Freeze should be able to pull his team together. That game against Georgia after the bad call on the quarterback sneak, never able to challenge at that point. And I think that the coaching edge is certainly with Arkansas. They played better over the last couple of weeks. Why not? Finally, we're going to go with the Hogs. Arkansas, 34-24 over Auburn.
Game of the week, Alabama taking on South Carolina. Alabama is heavily favored here.
Yeah, is this a trap game for Alabama? Has been in the past. How about this? First 5 callers, I'm going to give it to them for free. 800-400-9741. Again, the number, 800-400-9741. get Alabama, South Carolina on me. And like I said, if you want to hop on board, now is the time. It's called Lee's NFL Sunday Golden Ticket. 5 games every single Sunday for 4 weeks. We are now a mind-numbing 23-2. You want to hop on board? Go to ParamountSports.com. Just $197. One place, ParamountSports.com.
23-2 speaks for itself. Lee, awesome job. Thank you as always. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Okay. See you guys. Thanks so much.
See you. Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. Follow him on Twitter, ParamountSports.com. Got on the Golf Channel right now, Tag Riding, second shot coming into 18, the par 5. Oh, and he blew it out right. He missed the bunkers, but he'll have a chance to get up and down. He did short side himself, so it's going to be a difficult up and down. Try to move to 7 under par and take a 2-shot lead. Still got a 1-shot lead through his first 17 holes. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got another honorary observer pass to give away. We gave it away yesterday, and then we found out late in the show that we could do it again. It was so successful, they said, give another one away. Get a ticket for you and a friend, free parking. You get to walk inside the ropes, get your picture taken with a PGA or a Champions Tour player. Pretty sweet deal. It's for Sunday. If you want to be an honorary observer and get in here free and walk inside the ropes, call now. We'll put you on hold. I've got a trivia question. It's kind of related to yesterday's question. Similar. If you've been listening, you probably know the answer. Stick around. Giving away tickets next. This is Out of Bounds.
Car wreck? Call Rainwater Holt in Sexton.
888-8888.
8 for a fast response. 8 for results. 8 for Arkansas.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and dressing for only $7.99 per pound, with sweet potatoes for $4.49 per pound.
Arkansas Round Ballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RUN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RUN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RUN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Leaves are falling, and so are prices at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. It's a fall festival of savings on select 2025 and 2026 models, including Silverados from $36,500. Drive the all-new Equinox for under $28,000, or lease a Track starting at $249 a month with $3,700 due at signing. Plus, pre-owned deals with available sales tax paid on select inventory. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stephens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
Twin Peaks hand-stretched flatbreads are coming in hot. Close out your night with a win. Our favorite flatbreads are available during late-night hours for a steal. Get here and score one for just $9 from 10 p.m. till close, Sunday through Thursday.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet, driving, trust every mile. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stephens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
All right, welcome back to Pleasant Valley Country Club. Wes Moore and Joe Franklin with you. If I've learned anything watching these golfers, Joe, I'm too hard on myself. As an amateur?
Oh, yeah.
Once again, there's another professional golfer left here on 15 under those trees. And I get so mad at myself when I'm over there. And I'm an amateur. I'm not even that good.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. These are pros. And if they mishit it and they get over there.
The difference may be, though, they're easier getting out of it. When they get into trouble, they can get out of it.
Oh, they play a simple shot, just get the ball back in play, and I try a miraculous shot and just getting worse shape. And so, hey.
So it's not really trouble for them because.
No. What's up, Jamie?
Yeah, they can get out of it.
My cut. Look at it. Got the stars coming out now.
Having a good time out of you.
They've been walking inside the ropes, right? Yes. All right, we're giving away an honorary observer pass right now. If you want to win, 661-1037. This is for Sunday. Go ahead and call in, Mike, 661-1037. If you want to be an honorary observer, put that on real quick. I want you to sell this. For those listening, Mike Hokut's joining us. He's been an honorary. He's got the badge on right now as an honorary observer. How much fun did you have today?
It is an absolute blast. It's, you're able to get closer to the players and all the players, and especially the caddies, are very, very friendly. And it's an absolute blast. So if you ever have an opportunity to be an observer, please seize the opportunity because it's a once-in-a-lifetime operation.
Tag ridings for birdie on 18. I just missed it left. So he's going to finish at 6 under par. He's got to tap that 1-footer in. But great round for Tag, first round, and has the lead in the clubhouse, at least right now. There's some more golfers. Who did you follow?
We followed
Jamie, who did y'all follow?
Darren Clark.
Oh, that's who I played with last year. He's awesome.
Oh,
what a great guy.
And just a wonderful guy. And his caddy is so entertaining. And, we have just had a blast, both, Jamie and I both. We're on the same hole. And we have had an absolute blast.
That's awesome. All right, well, let's give it away. We got, thank you, Mike. We got Kenneth and Hunter. And yesterday we gave away an honorary observer pass. And the question was, name the 10 golfers that are playing this weekend that have won a major. Of course, it was Vijay Singh, David Duval, Retief Goosen, Y.E. Yang, Justin Leonard, Angel Cabrera, Darren Clark, Patrick Harrington, Stuart Sink, and Ernie Els. Today's question, and I gave you a little bit of a hint. There are 5 golfers playing in this year's event that are in the World Golf Hall of Fame. 5 golfers. 5 of those 10 I just told you. 5 golfers are in the World Golf Hall of Fame.
Is it 5 or 4?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4. Thank you, Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4 are in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Let's go to Hunter. Hunter, can you tell me who the 4 golfers playing this weekend are in the World Golf Hall of Fame?
Don't think so. Sorry.
You want to try? You want to guess?
We can try. Els.
Ernie Els is one
Harrington.
of them. You need Patrick Harrington is 2. You just need 2 more.
Singh.
VJ Singh is 1. We need 1 more. You want me to give you the list of who's left?
Yeah.
It'd be helpful.
All right. Stuart Sink is an option. Darren Clark is an option. Angel Cabrera is an option. Justin Leonard, Y.E. Yang, David Duval, or Retief Goosen.
Oh, you got to give them to me one more time.
All right. The options are Stuart Sink, Darren Clark, Angel Cabrera, Justin Leonard, Y.E. Yang, David Duval, or Retief Goosen.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Stuart Sink. We'll see if that's right.
It's not. Give you one more guess until somebody else calls in. I want to give this
He's
away.
trying to give it away.
I am trying to give it away. I'm in a generous mood today, Hunter. How bad do you want to come to this event and be an honorary observer?
Yeah, give me the list one more time.
All right, one more time. Stuart Sink, Darren Clark, Angel Cabrera, Justin Leonard, Y.E. Yang, or Retief Goosen.
Go with Cabrera.
Dang it, Hunter.
I can only get so many of them.
You got the first 3, and I was like, you nailed it.
Now somebody will take what you gave, and they'll get the last one.
That's what always happens.
Yeah. Have a good one, Hunter.
See you, man. All right, let's go to Kenneth. Kenneth is back. All right, Kenneth, you got the 3, right? You heard?
You're right.
The last one is who?
The last one is Y.E. Yang.
Y.E. Yang is not the answer, Kenneth. All right, so we said Duval, we said Y.E. Yang, and he said Stuart Sink. So it's either Darren Clark, Angel Cabrera, Justin Leonard, or Retief Goosen. Tripp is answering the phone right now. Somebody's going to win these in the next 6 minutes. We've got to give these away. All right.
6 minutes. We got plenty of time.
Okay, let's go to Lucas. Lucas, do you know who the 4th member of the World Golf Hall of Fame that is playing this weekend?
It's got to be Retief.
It's got to be Retief, and it is Retief. Way to go, Lucas. You just won some honorary observer passes for Sunday. Can you come Sunday? You going to take advantage of it?
I can do it.
All right, we're going to put you on hold, and we'll get all the information. Tripp, you take care of it, and we'll get Lucas his passes as the honorary observer. Dang, Hunter. He nailed it out of the park with Ernie, Podrick, and VJ. But I guess out of all those, Goosen would be the most difficult to get.
He had a great career.
Yeah, he did. I'm watching the Golf Channel coverage right now. Coming up on 18 at a fairway wood, trying to get on the par 5 and 2, and he is going to do it. It's going to sneak up there, and he's going to have a shot at eagle. Look at that, Joe. That is about 4 feet, 5 feet for eagle on 18. He was at 1 under par. That could move him to 3 under par. Stephen Alker for birdie and a chance to jump into the lead with tag ridings. Alker's putt is not good. You can see as soon as he hit it, he was walking and out of it, and he was upset. All right. Coming up, I guess I can check the D3 Auto Sales text line real quick and see what's going on over there. Ron Pine Bluff was guessing Cabrera. It was not Angel Cabrera. Do you guys think if we went back to the overload rush from 1997 that we ran in the Citrus Bowl versus Michigan would be more successful on defense?
Ooh. Just don't know how it would equate to today's game.
Yeah,
it'd be something worth looking into if they feel like the personnel fits better.
You know, Auburn wants to run the ball, but they're capable of throwing it. Although, I think if you did that and just loaded up on the run and you were shutting Auburn down and they weren't having success, they'd bring in the other quarterback, the lefty, and see if he could provide a spark and throw the ball around a little bit. He's athletic too and can scramble around and use his legs. But, man, I'm with you, though. I'm doing everything I can to stop the run against Auburn. And I know they're shorthanded on the defensive line and defensive tackle especially, but I'm loading the box and taking away the run. I'm daring Auburn to throw the ball. I mean, I would put –
that's where you want to start for sure, but then you have to adjust in game if they're able to adjust to what you're doing.
We've talked about Neal being a good lockdown cornerback. I'd say, you know what, you're one-on-one with Cam. What's it, not Robinson? Cam. Oh, what's the Auburn wide receiver that's so good? I'd lock him up. You follow him around all day. Then we'll roll a safety and help on the other wide receiver as much as we can. And I'm loading the box, maybe bringing that other safety up and doing everything I can to just stop the run and keep Auburn from just pounding it down your throat and using that clock. And you know the key for Arkansas? You get the ball offensively, score, and if you can get to a 14, 21-point lead, a nice lead, then all of a sudden Auburn might have to abandon the run and start throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Not that that's helped Arkansas any this year. When teams are throwing it, they've had success too. So I just don't know. Hey, guys, I think Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama, with their size comparison and skill set, could be the next big-time rivalry. Also tell people to watch Netflix when you're all off the air.
Oh, these guys have been rivals for years, going back to AAU days and then playing against each other when USA is matched up against France. Because the Olympic teams, we have the Olympic teams, but these guys, they play in the system, in the USA system, growing up. And so Victor Wembanyama has been playing in France's system. And they've been playing against each other all along.
Hunter texted into us. Say he's not old enough to know this golf trivia.
Yeah, oh,
well, you got off to a great start, 3 out of 4. I mean, I was like, you want to take a guess? And bam, 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 you knocked the first 3 out of the park. But, yeah, the fourth. And Retief is one of the – I feel like he's a younger guy on the Champions Tour, maybe like 51, 52. All right, coming up in this second hour, we got the Razor Hog update. I texted to see if –
Neal is
coming.
Yeah.
Neal is going to come by. Sully said if we need him, he would do it. We'll call Sullivan and Steve Sullivan at 2:10. Neil Atkinson at 2:30. We'll take some more phone calls. Second hour coming up. Stick around. This is Out of Bounds.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oakland Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oakland Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options. And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab. Nah, he's going to miss. It's good! That's bad. Bet all season long with Oakland Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock Big
Hey, Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
VZ Little Rock.
Governor Sanders and the Secretary of State are appealing a ruling that would require District 26's special election to be moved up. A judge ruled that the election for late State Senator Gary Stubblefield's seat needs to happen before February 23rd. Governor Sanders and the AG says that June date would have saved taxpayers money. The man who sued is also filing an appeal on the ruling, saying the new date should be even sooner. Arkansans with disabilities could soon be in some serious trouble. This morning, the executive director of Disability Rights says that they are not able to make any new cases right now because of the government shutdown. The agency will also be furloughing staff. The agency is only allowing the remaining staff to focus on current investigations and advocacy efforts. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Kara Case, Jessica Rockwell.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Cloudy today with a 20% chance of light rainfall and a high of 72. Also cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of rain in central Arkansas and a low of 58. But it is Saturday. That's when we're expecting the bulk of our rain from the middle of the day through the afternoon. An 80% chance of rain. Some could be heavy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
It's Razorback Graffiti every Monday morning at 8:30. Call Morning Mayhem and let them know what you think. Brought to you by Pain Treatment MD in Bryant and Hot Springs Village. Book your appointment now at paintreatmentmd.com. Razorback Graffiti Monday morning with Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Listen each Monday morning when Morning Mayhem's Justin Moore tests your Razorback knowledge with Razorback Trivia, presented by Precision Garage Door of Central Arkansas.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with top quality equipment from Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower and receive a free pressure washer. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. But hurry to get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Stop by Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
When second's making a play, Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Get a good hustle, good hustle. Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Sam Eklund in Star City for a free personal protection review.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Rich Eisen.
If I had to peg an actual major problem for the Eagles is that Saquon's not running the ball like Saquon did last year. And I don't know if it's the upfront or, is it the offensive coordinator? Is it the play calling? But because that's the problem. Because at some point in time, that's what gets you through a cold day in January. You know what I mean? Like, that's what can get you through a cold day in February when you've got a lead with 5 minutes to go. That's what gets you through. And that's what the Colts have. That's what the Colts have in Jonathan Taylor right now. Jonathan Taylor's running like Saquon last year. And so that's why I'm not concerned about whether the Colts are for real, even if people still are at 6-1. The Eagles don't have that run game right now. They're not road grading people. They're not imposing their will on anybody.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio, this is Out of Bounds with Wes Moore and Joe Franklin on 103.7 The Buzz. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas. Razor Hog Update on Out of Bounds is brought to you by Flight by Yingling. Crisp, refreshing, and just 95 calories. Pick up some for your next tailgate or watch party. Flight by Yingling. Brewed for fans who never settle. Yingling.com.
All right, we got Arkansas-Auburn getting ready to get kicked off. 11:45 tomorrow morning. It's going to be nasty weather. It's going to be wet. It's going to be chilly. But both teams looking for that first SEC victory. They're not going to care about the weather. They need to get a win. Also tonight, we got the basketball team playing. Arkansas-Cincinnati, 7 o'clock. That's on being streamed on the SEC Plus or your ESPN app. So if you want to watch the Razorbacks basketball team, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to settle in, watch that game from 7 to 9, and turn on some high school football. And it's going to be a good Friday night. I'm excited to watch this team play Cincinnati tonight. And by the way, Bet Saracen has some bets for the game tonight against Cincinnati. Now, because it's an exhibition game, it's limited. You can't bet the house on it. Not that I would want to bet the house on an exhibition game.
No, because you don't know what to expect.
No, but they do have some lines as the crowd here at 15.
I heard that.
Really excited. Yeah, I can't tell that there's a sand trap between us and the hole location. And the lip of the sand trap is just where you can't see the bottom of the flag. But it must be up there tight because they went crazy on 15. We haven't seen too many great shots with that back right pin location and playing into the wind. And, look, 15's a tough hole anyway, so that was a good shot.
By the way, since we got high school football on the buzz tonight between, I believe, Cersei and Joe T. Robinson, you can listen to the exhibition Razorback basketball game on 106.7 Buzz 2 tonight.
It's a dynamite drop in there, Trip. I appreciate you reminding everybody about that. We should be getting a call from Steve Sullivan here in just a few minutes. We'll get him on, talk a little bit about Arkansas and Auburn, get his thoughts, and we can hit on the Razorback basketball, talk a little high school football with him. Yeah, the Buzz game of the week is Joe T. and Cersei, but it is a great Friday night of games. I mean, there are just multitude of games that could be the game of the week, and there are games all throughout the state. The 6A East, I'm very intrigued tonight with Sylvan Hills going to Jonesboro. Both those teams are tied for first place in the 6A East with Benton. Then you got Marion going to Sheridan. And Coach Kelly and the Yellow Jackets beat Catholic last week, looking to build off of that victory and pick up their third conference win. They're pretty much, unless something crazy happens, guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. But if they are able to beat Marion, I mean, they could, their goal, and I talked to Coach Kelly earlier this week, their goal is to have a home playoff game. And they've got a chance by playing El Dorado and Marion down the stretch, a couple teams they're tied with, to get that home playoff game. So that's another good game going on in 6A. 5A, you got a good one with Lakeside and Parkview, I think it is. Or no, that's next week. I'm sorry. Who is it? I can't remember. Let's bring in Steve Sullivan. What's up, Sully? How are you?
Hey, very well. Hey, you guys out at Simmons Bank? They are doing a master class on how to run a first class event, just from the shuttles to the pro-am, everything they do is at the highest level.
Sully, you going to be able to make it out sometime this weekend again?
No, because I go to Fayetteville tomorrow morning. I make that fun turn from Friday night touchdown to the early liftoff for Fayetteville, and I spent weekend with my daughter and her grandkids up there, so we have make it a big weekend anyway up in Northwest Arkansas.
Oh yeah, that will be good.
Yeah. Well, let's start right there with Arkansas and Auburn. I say it's the most desperate team will win. I think when it boils down to this part of the year, and you're both winless in the SEC. Who wants it more? Who do you think wants this game more?
I think we do. I don't know. Hugh Freeze probably wants it more, but just to survive. But the fact is, we've put at least 31 points up in every game, and they've scored like 54 points in 4 games. I know our defense is bad, but you got to feel it's a guarantee that we're going to get at least 30, and they've gotten 31. And that was their opening game against Baylor, and they haven't shown that kind of firepower in SEC play. So. It's an interesting matchup when you have a bad offense going against a bad defense. And they lose their center, and we lose our best defensive tackle. So both units will be weaker tomorrow.
Well, and then on the other side, you got a good offense against a good defense. And Auburn's got a good run defense. Arkansas's got a really good run offense. How do you see that strength on strength playing out?
I just hope it's a good playing surface and everything. I don't know how bad the rain is going to be. But one good thing, and maybe this bode well for this week, was last week they got a lot of rain before the game. And I was down the field after the game, and I was amazed at what kind of shape the field was in after the game. I didn't see any divots or anything in the field. So apparently that field handles rain well. But I want a clean track for Kalen Green. That's the – no team. I mean, hey, A&M came in with impressive defensive stats, and they just shredded them. My favorite part of the game has become the first series, because Arkansas seems to make it look so easy against everyone. And you go into each week thinking, will they do it against A&M? Will they do it against Tennessee? They keep just mowing down the field, and I'm interested to see. And they always seem to get the ball first now. They deferred last week when A&M won the toss. If I'm Auburn, I'd probably take the ball tomorrow and keep Kalen Green on the sideline.
You know what, though, Sully? They believe in their defense, so they may want to put defense on the field first and kind of take that wait-and-see approach with their offense. But something to monitor is Talon had a bit of an injury in last game, and just see how he responds, if that's something that's lingering or if he's completely over it.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. Yeah, the fact that he came right in the game after that and busted off a long run, and I'm just amazed for as much as he runs that he doesn't get banged up more, but he doesn't get hit a lot hard. It's usually a wrong step or someone stepping on his cleat or something like that. And yeah, he's got to be all right. I just want him to win. The fact that he's had such a really good run this year, but he hasn't had that signature game where he puts up 300 yards like passing and 100 yards rushing, and he wins the game. I don't want to see. I don't want his legacy to be turnovers at bad times. I wanted to end his career here strong.
Sully, what do you envision the crowd being like tomorrow?
I think it's going to be pretty good. They stick with these teams. Last week it had a benefit of Parents Weekend, and then you have the A&M crowd, which traveled really well. I mean, and they really kind of blended in. You really didn't notice them until, if you weren't looking at the action and you heard a roar, and it was a pass downfield by Auburn. You thought there was an interception or something. No, by A&M, you thought it was an interception or something. No, it was that roar. They had a really good crowd there. I don't anticipate the number from Auburn, but you always have a decent crowd, even at 11:45. I mean, they'll draw a decent crowd. I don't expect a big crowd, but it'll be okay.
There's some excitement for this game, especially because this seems like a really winnable game for Arkansas, and so crowd will be there to support them and feeling like this is a game they should win. Now, if things don't turn out that way, going forward, it could be different. But like you, I would expect that fans are going to show up for it.
Yeah, more juice than you would think for a team that was 0-3 in conference play and another one that's 0-4. They couldn't come in and, and both of them are in the same boat. They're both sitting back there thinking, man, if we had made a play here or there, they had that, what would you be if you had won all your one-score games? And I think we were 6-1 and they were 6-1. So they're in the same boat as Arkansas. They just haven't been able to score. They've held their opponents down. Every game has been, even I think Georgia was 20-10. I mean, they have held. They must play really good defense. And but I thought the same thing. I thought A&M would at least be a road bump, to Arkansas. But Arkansas just breezed past A&M. I mean, as far as offensively, and I just wonder if there's a defense that can, outside of Notre Dame, shut down this offense.
I was thinking the same thing last week, and because I respect the heck out of that A&M defense, but the way Arkansas moved the ball, and I saw the tweet that you sent out about Auburn's run defense. I think statistically, number 2 in the country in stopping the run. I also looked; A&M was on that list a little further down, and I wondered where A&M was before last week and before Arkansas, ran for 200+ yards on them. So maybe they can just do it against everybody.
Yeah, I think Kalen Green is so hard to prepare for. I mean, I think A&M was hyper-focused on him in that first half, and they got burned by Mike Washington. And I think in the second half, they kind of leveled up a bit and played much better run defense. But it's such a shock, I think. Bruce James mentioned this, for his speed on tape and then on the field are two different things. But he had 6 scrambles for 132 yards last week. And it's so funny. When he gets going, he makes everybody look so slow. It's just like he breezes past people. And I'm interested when he goes to the combine, what kind of 40 he's going to run if he gets any kind of training.
Sully, what do you think about the basketball game tonight against Cincinnati, the exhibition?
Yeah, I don't put as much into these exhibition games as a good read for what you're going to have during the season. But they're just fun to see the new players, the Acuff and Thomas, just seeing all the new players out there and how they blend. And this team is going to be better, obviously, like most teams that have all the new players the further you go into the season. But what about having the juice of these exhibition games? I mean, having tonight, Cincinnati, Monday, Memphis. I mean, what could you have 2 better exhibition games for the basketball team? Just one of the extras that Calipari has brought to Arkansas.
To me, tonight's just a kind of for entertainment, just to watch these guys, see how they've changed, improved, what they look like. That's what tonight is all about for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Especially the new kids. And, I was really impressed with Darius Acuff's interview the other day when a hotshot 5-star freshman talks about playing defense. That impresses me, just that comes out, that he's interested in playing defense. And I guarantee you, he's gotten a lesson in college basketball going one-on-one with DJ Wagner in the preseason, because Wagner's a seasoned, physical, old guard that has probably put him through the ringer here in this preseason.
I think both of them. You think about them going against each other in practice, I think Acuff's helping Wagner improve and Wagner helping Acuff.
No, I think so too. I think it's a great situation to bring a new kid in when you have a guy that can teach him some lessons. You know, whatchamacallit, who was it? Kelvin Sampson said he said the greatest adjustment for those freshmen is when they're hot shots and they come in and they go to their first practice and they go up to some guy that's a 50-year senior that's 23, and it's like a new world when they've been ruling the 17-year-old world, and they get in against a 23-year-old, and that's why Arkansas has such a great mix. You know, Carter Knox may only be 19 or whatever, but he looks like he's 25. You know,
yeah,
the way he can muscle up guys. You know, and I just like that we added Malik Thomas. Seems like a great shooter. And Acuff seems like just an all-around guard. And I think they just added some really deep pieces. And apparently Steely's been playing pretty well in the pre-workouts too.
Yeah, these players, they're looking to make a mark and get their opportunity. So they usually get up for these games even though they don't count in the standings.
No, people watch these too. I mean, these affect kind of the rankings and what they feel about the teams. And the teams that win kind of, you know, any win over Arkansas is a bonus for any team right now. If you beat Calipari, is it still raining out there? I can kind of hear something. Is it still dripping?
Maybe hear some kids. No, I don't. No, the pros don't even have any kind of jacket on or anything. There looks like the rain has stopped. Still,
good
there's a
situation.
little nip in the air, but it's not bad at all. Ton of fans, man.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with how many people are out here on a Friday. It looks great on the Golf Channel. They keep showing different holes, and you can see fans in the background. It's impressive for the national audience that this many people are here on a Friday afternoon to watch the Champions Tour. I mean, heck, they have events where they don't get a Sunday crowd like this, and this is only Friday.
Yeah. Think about the number of volunteers, 900. You know, and probably a lot of them turned into fans here this weekend. Some came as far as from San Diego to volunteer.
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy, and you know, even Chris Mays was saying it's just impressive how just the state has embraced this tournament. Well, Hot Springs has shown up big. I mean, it's just been it's been great. Those are the people he said have really made this tournament. The fans and everyone that have come to the tournament, and you know, it's a state we don't get much like this, and nor do we get it this part of the state. And nothing against the Lotion, but having it Pleasant Valley puts it in the middle of the city, which even adds more juice to the tournament. You know.
Stephen Alker, by the way, just made a birdie on 13 to move to 6 under and a co-leader with Tag riding. So it's the first time in a long time that Tag hasn't been the overall lead by himself. But Alker, one of the top players on the tour, just birdied a 13 to move to 6. Sully, what about tonight? What do you got your eyes on? High
school football? Well, you know, Searcy and Robinson is a 7-0, 7-0. Searcy, Zach Clark's done a tremendous job. Robinson's just loaded. So I may be wrong, but I think Robinson's going to be too much for Searcy, but we'll see. And our tailgate is over at Carlisle, and that's an interesting game. Well, it's Beth Hunt's hometown too, so that adds a little to the game. But they're playing Bearden, and that coach inherited a tough situation, and they're 5-0 in conference. Carlisle's 4-1. They want to be like Carlisle is. So they'd love to take out Carlisle tonight. So those are kind of our two games that we're really focusing on, and we got people going to other games, but those are the game of the weekend, our tailgate game.
No, that's a big one, you know, with Bearden beating, what was it, Hampton earlier?
Yeah, and Hampton beat Carlisle.
If Carlisle can turn around. Yeah, if now Carlisle can beat Bearden, you could have that perfect triangle on top of first place where they all beat each other.
Yeah, it's great for a conference like that because to have three really good programs like that. Because usually there's one team that just dominates, usually Carlisle. And I think it's a great situation tonight for to have a game like that right now. Carlisle and Bearden, and it was just a few years ago. Bearden was terrible, so they got a coach that's really turned them around.
Sully, by the way, I got to give you props for talking me into taking Vanderbilt last week over LSU. You sat there and convinced me, and when Joe and I made our picks, I changed my mind, and I went with Vanderbilt.
Yeah, well, and that was this week I'm big on A&M.
Me too.
I know it's a must win for LSU, but I just don't think they have the firepower. Nussmeier had to play out of his shoes, and I don't know what they've done with the backup kid. They're hiding him, Michael Van Buren, the guy that was at Mississippi State, was really good. They're just redshirting him this year, but I thought he'd get shot by now. You know, and it
is an odd situation. That offense has been poor.
Yeah. Yes, and I applaud Lane Kiffin for pulling the trigger early on Trinidad Chambliss, and kind of pitching to his, just pulling him and saying, "Hey, you're my man now," and he's played very well for them. And I think when you spend that money on the backup quarterback, and they've really been pretty just all in on Nussmeier, which I kind of really surprised me. I thought, you spend $1 million on a backup quarterback, that, you probably play him in a situation like this. If you're wanting to, some people say Brian Kelly's job could be up for grabs now. I mean, he could be, if he loses another game, they're out of the playoffs, and LSU fans have higher expectations than that.
Yeah, and then they get Alabama next week. So, yeah, it's a tough 2-game stretch for LSU. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we'll let you roll. Have a great Friday night, man, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, you guys enjoy your afternoon out there.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Steve Sullivan joining us. And coming up next, Neil Atkinson will join us in person. Made the trip over to 15. Went from 17 down to 15. We'll see how things are going at the Saracen simulator over on 17 when we come back. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds live at the Simmons Bank Championship. Thanks to our friends at Saracen. This is Out of Bounds.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to BetSaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
This is Sports Center.
Division I college football in the Natural State gets started with Arkansas tomorrow as they host Auburn for an 11:45 kickoff on the SEC Network. Coverage will start at 7:30 with the Hog Wild Game Day show with David Basil and Trey Schapp, thanks to Mud Connections. Stay tuned after the game for the First Security 5th Quarter postgame show with Randy Rainwater. Central Arkansas will hit the road to face West Georgia at 1 tomorrow. That will be on ESPN+. Radio coverage will start at 12 on the Point 94.1. Arkansas State hosts Georgia Southern in Jonesboro at 6 on ESPN+. That game can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. And Arkansas Pine Bluff will face Bethune at 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Listen up as Monte Harrison joins Drive Time Sports each week, courtesy of Absolute Roofing and Construction for your business or home, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 25 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. This is our home. We don't work for insurance companies. We work for you. Car crash, truck wreck, motorcycle collision. We know how to win, and if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential. Hurt in the car? Call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 25 years and ready when you need us. LeVar Law. Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
Hello, Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood with some big news. Just announced 0% financing on all new 2025 half-ton Rams. Buy now and pay no interest on a new Ram only at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. We also have $8,000 off on Jeep Grand Cherokees. We're up to $10,000 off our all-new Jeep Gladiator. We also have up to $10,000 off 2,500 Ram diesels and gas burners. These are just a few examples. Come see us. Tell us what you're looking for and let us give you a deal of a lifetime. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't, folks, trade-ins for our pre-owned lot. So we're paying up to $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book for all trade-ins. At Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop us before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Danny, it's Howie from Robert Irwin Jewelers, and you know 48 is way more than just a number.
What is it?
It's our 48th anniversary.
And I know you must have a big sale going on.
We've got a huge sale going on right now at Robert Irwin Jewelers. Take 48% off any item at Robert Irwin Jewelers. Get a 3.5 carat lab-grown hidden halo diamond engagement ring, only $3,448 while supplies last. Robert Irwin Jewelers. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, or online at rijewelers.com. Free financing.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
All right, welcome back. It is Out of Bounds. I'm Wes Moore. He's Joe Franklin. How big is the Simmons Bank Championship? It's so big that it gets Neil Atkinson out. And he joins us in person for just the second time. This is the second time, right, that you've been with us?
Yeah, I came to the studio once, and I think this is the second time I've been live in person with you. I ought to do it more often. And I said after I had phone problems a couple of weeks, I'm guarantee you I'm going to be at the next remote that you're at, especially if it's at
Twin Peaks.
At Twin Peaks, because y'all been talking about that food over there, and I know I'm plugging one of your other sponsors, but you're going to get me there the next one.
Neil, you've been making the rounds here lately, though. You've been in and out of town, so it is good to see you here in person.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I've been busy. We, just back off of G2E, which is Global Gaming Expo, and, of course, there's a huge iGaming and sports betting emphasis, and and sports betting has been in the news here in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I would say so.
For better or worse, it's just been an incredible couple of weeks. I've got another trip to Philadelphia, had to do with business in another couple of weeks, and I may make it over to our platform provider over in London here before Christmas too. So it's been a little bit busier, and then on top of the I guess they call it the sports equinox, where everything's in play. I mean, it's my busy time of year, but it's also my funnest time of year.
I've seen a lot of tweets and social media posts about the gambling issues, and part of it is getting caught because now of the industry. They're the best watchdogs. In the past, you may have not ever found out about this something like this was going on.
Yeah, we like to know who we're paying. Oh, I loved hearing the crowds.
Roar. Yeah, somebody just rolled in a birdie on 15.
That's fantastic. If you've never been out here and seen that before, it's incredible. But yeah, going back to the sports betting, the league. If you look at every major sports betting scandal or point shaving throughout modern history, it's always been the sports betting industry that has pretty much keyed onto it. because it's our money that we're giving away. I mean, when you win money on Bet Saracen, you're winning Saracen's money. You're not winning the athletes' money. You're not winning the school's money. You're not winning anybody's money, but the casinos or the sportsbooks' money. So we have a very good interest of making sure that in the legal regulated sports business that we have the integrity monitoring and the technology in place. And I'm of course I'm going to be biased. You've got the different types of quote unquote, I'm gonna call it sports betting because that's what it is. With the sports event contracts, the Kalishi, the Robin Hood, all that's in the news. That worries me. And I was talking with our integrity partner, IC360, which is, they've been in the news. We're one of their partners.
Back-to-back birdies. Sorry about that.
No, this is what this is all about.
Anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing when I see all this good golf because I can't play golf that good. My best club is the foot wedge and my left hand making sure the beer in the cooler is rotated. But when you have all of this sports betting activity off of the legal sports betting platform, there's no integrity monitoring, there's no geolocation, where is the money coming from, and all of that. Here's an example. This is another political hot issue, but the Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl show, halftime Super Bowl show. Why did 18 hours before the NFL made that announcement that he was going to be there, the activity to him on those alternative markets exploded 18 hours before the official announcement was made?
Oh, because the word got out there.
And and that's the reason why we're not doing the coaching. I've been asked why we're not doing the coaches. Who's going to be the next coach of Arkansas? I would love to do it, but you don't know when non-public information is going to become public, and you don't know when there's going to be a leak and it's going to break in the media. There's not a set event time to make that announcement. So that's why we can't do it in the legal regulated sphere. So, and again, I am biased against those other forms of betting because, Saracen, we've got $600 million in a property and investment in the technology and the license here in the state, and we want to protect that license, and that's why we comply with the regulations, and you have the consumer protections that I'm afraid are going to, that it's going to get watered down if sports betting expands to the way it is with these alternative markets, per se.
Different leagues for their players, for their athletes, they have different rules. So as an athlete, it's probably best to just stay away from it altogether because, of course, you can't wager on your own sport, but you are able to wager on other sports. But for an athlete, you don't want to cross those lines, and it's best to probably just stay away.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in that type of setting, just because you can doesn't mean you should, and that's the way I look at it. And we're getting ready. I mean, we've got some tasks to do because November the 1st, NCAA athletes, if they're above 21, they can now bet on their sport as long as it's professional and not NCAA sports. That's passed, and we've got a lot of the leagues, even including the SEC and Great American Conference and a couple of the others, we have something called ProEbet. And what it does is nobody's information is going back and forth, but we anonymize your personal data, and the league who puts you in the system, like if you work for a team or you're a part of the administration and you're prohibited from sports betting, they put your information in a system that's encrypted. If those magic numbers match up, we'll get an alert, the university get the alert, or the league will get the alert that person has logged onto our site. And then it's up to us to determine whether or not if they made a wager on something that they were prohibited on. So I've got the task of now those alerts are going to come on if a student's allowed to bet, and I'll have to go through and I will configure my system where they can't bet on anything they're not supposed to keep them out of trouble. So that's what I do, because the last thing I want is to have to do anything with anybody in any Arkansas school doing activity that they're not supposed to be doing. And the good news is we've only had 2 hits. One of them was a father who was the senior and wasn't betting on anything with the sports, and another was an athlete that had left the program the week before. So we have had no positive hits on anybody here in the Arkansas University systems that participate in this, and that's a great thing. And I think the message is getting out to even the point where we have educational. Saracen's actually going to, pay in for some educational against gambling. I mean, about gambling and sports betting to UAPB, Arkansas State, and University of Arkansas. And, and we actually donated that because it's that important to us to maintain the integrity of the game. And as you see what's going on with the NBA, I know there's some even more extracurricular activities with this particular case, and there's a lot more going to come out about it. I have some non-public information, not necessarily as much about the NBA case, but another one that's been in the news here recently, it's going to be interesting to see how that one unfolds, and it's going to happen pretty soon. And with Kash Patel, the FBI director, being on TV today, it's front, or yesterday, it's front and center on their minds up there.
Got Neil Atkinson with us from Bet Saracen. You guys did a great job with the Simmons Bank Championship, not only the sponsorship, the hospitality tents, the simulator, the caddy shootout, but on your website and on your app, you've got some odds for the tournament itself, and that makes it fun for people here that are here to make a wager and follow those golfers and see how they do.
Yeah, and we had some really, really neat markets, and we also had a promo for 100% profit boost on it also, for as long as the odds weren't above plus 5,000, up to $25. So we made sure that we got that content out. Usually the data providers, there's not as much interest in betting in the Champions Tour, but if we we don't have a pro team here in Arkansas, so if we have an event of this caliber here, you bet we're going to cover it. And the good news is that the people that own the data rights to the PGA data for betting purposes, that's being inquired by one of my vendors, and I've heard it's getting ready to go through. I better get in trouble because that's stuff I'm supposed to say and not supposed to say, but I hear that's very, very close to an announcement on that, and that should greatly expand our golf offering and make it a lot better, because that's one of the things I'm not happy with on our app is historically our golf coverage. And golf's hard to bet because all the fun bets you got to bet before they tee off. There are some fun bets that you can do with featured groups and hole by hole, but when we get the official data for that one, we'll be able to do a lot more.
Neil, Arkansas-Auburn, the line has moved where Arkansas is now a 2.5-point favorite. What's brought about some of this movement?
I was looking. There's really nothing big that I've seen that to move that line, other than even the computer simulations have a 26-23 Auburn win under the computer simulations using our models. I just think that the betting public is the one that moved it, because it came out at 1.5, and it immediately moved to 1 within 24 hours, and then yesterday it moved to 2.5. I just think the money is coming in, and I think the Hugh Freeze doomsday clock is ticking, and I know there's maybe some people in this area that may not be a fan of his. Hope that clock gets a little bit closer to midnight for him if Arkansas can beat them, and it's just all the late money's coming in and moved the line. So the betting public has a different opinion than our computer models and our bookmakers, and hey, that's what sports betting is all about. You identify where you think our models and our pricing's wrong, and you put your money in, and yeah, we will adjust to the prices. That's what we've got to do to maintain our risk. But that's the cat and mouse game that sports bettors play with the bookmakers.
Hasn't the model been off about 7 points for Arkansas the last two games against Tennessee and again against A&M? Because it had like a 10, 11 point loss for Arkansas, and Arkansas's covered both games. And the last couple of games, 3-point losses?
Yeah, the model has done a much better job at predicting the opponent's points than it has for Arkansas points. It has been usually, like you said, 7 to 10 points under. Take that. You got to take that with a grain of salt, because it is a computer simulation with weighted models, and what we do is we run them and run them and run them and run them with the computers, and then we take an aggregated average of that, and that's what we put the score in at, and technology allows us to do that. With the production of what Taylor Green has done and the production of the Arkansas offense, maybe the models are picking up on it a little bit more, but my model has under on this game. It's a heavy lean towards the under on this game, and if weather's a factor, that may be it. But of course, we know anything can happen in a football game.
Most interesting part of the model is it has another Arkansas loss. Now, we know that there was a loss for Memphis. Do you remember Ole Miss? If it was a predicted loss there?
Yeah, it was a predicted loss there. So, and of course, they covered.
Yeah, but all the losses, the model has been on with Arkansas losing those games.
Yeah, it has been, and I wish it wasn't, because even though we pay out a lot of money when Arkansas does win, they're our best catalyst and trade stimulator on the app, because people, when they're feeling good about their team, you know, and they've won a little money off their team, they're more likely to put it in play. Mm-hmm. If they get beat week in and week out and they never cash on their team, they quit betting them. And they do move their money elsewhere, but I'm kind of spoiled in this state because I don't have 5 pro teams in the states or several competing entrants. I've got one big team in the state, and when they're doing good, we're riding high. When they're doing bad, we'll win a little money off of that one game, but it doesn't really even out the lost interest that you have in sports betting when the local and when the local team's not doing well.
Do you get more action on the money line or Arkansas the point spread this week?
Well, it depends on where the line is, But this week we are seeing a heavy increase in the money line betting. Like last week against Tennessee or against Texas A&M, everybody was taking the points. And the same thing with the Tennessee game. They were not really taking the money line. This week we're seeing a huge money line. I think is it minus 135 right now?
I do not.
Yeah, it is minus 135. Yeah, that's where it was when I looked at it a minute ago. And that will give them some value. Now, I've been really, really nervous because, Arkansas has had an opportunity to win several of these games. And when they are the underdog and that money line is their positive money, like I'm paying 1.5 or 2 to 1 on the money. That makes me nervous, especially with the parlay multipliers. But at minus 130, 135, wherever it goes off at, is not as nervous wracking for me. But it's more likely to hit too. And with them being at home and what I've seen, I feel good about this, regardless of what the computer says on what the outcome's going to be. I hope the computer is really, really wrong this week and Arkansas does win.
World Series starts tonight, Dodgers, Blue Jays. Have you seen an overwhelming surge towards Dodgers? Because they're champions from last year, trying to go back-to-back, and Blue Jays, they weren't a team that was expected to be there, other than before playoffs started, they were number 1 seed.
Well, yeah, that's true, but there's not been a surge on the Dodgers for betting. It has been the Dodgers betting for the last month and a half on all of these futures. I mean, they have been the favorite, all the way through just about. And that with that pitching and what they did to Milwaukee in the National League Championship Series, I mean, that's how do you bet against them? And of course, I think Shohei Ohtani is the favorite to win the MVP and things of that nature. And go look at those bets before that game goes off tonight. There's a lot of fun one. Most home runs, most hits, most stolen bases, and looks like we got another good shot coming here somewhere.
Yeah, it must be tight because I can't see the ball over the hump.
Yep.
How about UFC this weekend?
UFC, that's going to be very, very popular this weekend. Always is. We'll have that game on. I'm glad, maybe not for the fans, but I'm glad the Arkansas game is an earlier game. That way, if Arkansas does win, they can take that money and they can put it on UFC or the late games or the World Series game that on Saturday. So the UFC will be a big event, and we'll have that on at the casino where you'll be able to watch it. And so if you don't want to do the pay-per-view, and hey, while you're there, play a little bit, put your card in the machine, and try to drive home in that Lotus that we're giving away on Saturday night.
Oh, that's nice. Really nice.
Yeah, I got in it, and it's a good thing that I had started a weight loss journey a couple of months ago, because I don't know if I would have gotten out of it. That thing is low to the ground, but boy, when it powers up, it's got some speed to it.
What are some of the promos that are available right now for Bet Saracen?
If there's a sport that's in play right now, I think we got a promo on it right now. So this weekend, of course, you're going to have a NCAA 50% profit boost. And guess what? The Arkansas-Auburn game is not part of that one. Why? Because we have a 100% parlay boost specifically for that game.
Nice.
So for the save that other profit boost for any of the other games and not the Arkansas game. We've got a Week 8 50% NFL parlay boost that's going on, and we've also got a 50% NFL no sweat bet that goes this weekend also.
Their Golf Channel's about 30 seconds behind, and they just showed the two approach shots in here that we heard the roars from, and we got two balls within about 3 feet of the pin.
Oh, that's great.
And Stephen Alker's one of them. He's taking the lead over Tag Ridings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's got a chance to go to 8 under par. How's the simulator going for us?
Going great.
Saracen and Saracen.
I was looking at the leaderboard right now. We got somebody within 4.2 feet, I believe, of the pin. So see if you can get any closer than that one.
Head on over to 17 today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and take a swing and get some swag from Saracen.
Oh, there's a lot of swag. You better stop by that tent near the 17.
Neil, thanks for coming by, man. This has been fun. We appreciate you.
It's my pleasure. We'll do it more often.
All right. Neil Atkinson joining us from Bet Saracen. We'll take a break. We'll wrap up our second hour. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Orange is not your color, and stripes are for zebras. It's criminal not to hire Lion Legal. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. When in war, you need the roar. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all criminal-related legal matters, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
It's Honda of Russellville's 46th anniversary, and they're celebrating with savings store-wide. Come to Honda of Russellville for the largest inventory of new Honda ATVs and side-by-sides in Arkansas, just in time for deer season or wherever the trail takes you. The Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4 delivers rugged performance with its powerful 518cc engine and long travel suspension. Whether handling tough jobs or hunting game, this ATV is your go-to machine. Go to HondaofRussellville.com or Facebook.
Oaklawn Hot Springs is proud to be a sponsor of the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens for the second year. This exciting event gets even better with Oaklawn as the exclusive radio sponsor of Morning Mayhem, broadcasting live from the event. Time to get ready. Live racing season is almost here. Holiday meet season December 12th through January 4th, and classic season January 4th through May 2nd. There's never been a better time to experience Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. Join the fun, feel the thrill, and be a part of the action.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Watching the sad saga of dysfunction at North Carolina, starring Bill Belichick and his opportunistic 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, illustrates a few lessons rather vividly. Don't date someone who wasn't born yet when you turn 50. Don't think that you alone are the answer to life's vexing questions. And don't jump into a job just for the money. You just know that this wasn't destined to end well. Bless their hearts. Here's something that will end well. Your next trip to Doublebee's. Hot, fresh, homemade food. Wonderful drinks like a Coke Zero with a splash of cherry or vanilla, my two favorites. Or hundreds of other things you need, even if you aren't currently aware of it. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
Stop and shop at our Conway and Little Rock showrooms. That's Hawks Homes, has been serving Central Arkansas since 1986. Is Arkansas's #1 sales dealer. Volume purchasing power enables us to offer our customers the best prices on the highest quality homes. See the world's largest double-wide and single-wide homes, triple-wide homes, and even a quad. You dream it, and we'll build it for you. We're the only manufacturer and modular dealer that can build your custom home from your plans. Check them out online at hawkshomes.net.
Hey, what's up? It's Kramer with Drive Time Sports. And Friday, Randy Rainwater is live at the Simmons Golf Championship, thanks to Bet Saracen. And he and Rick Schaefer are planning a great show. You got Barry Grooms from Hootens, Arkansas football, and Coach Cabo, Kevin Bohannon, Neil Atkinson for Bet Saracen, and Hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. We'll see you Friday right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet, driving, trust every mile. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
Welcome back. We are at the Simmons Bank Championship. I'm Wes Moore. He's Joe Franklin. Glad you're with us. Thanks for hanging out today. Been keeping an eye on the leaderboard at the Simmons Bank Championship and tag ridings. Former Razorback had a great round, 6 under par. He was the clubhouse leader. I guess he's still technically the clubhouse leader, but Stephen Alker has taken the lead. He's at 7 under par and, well, make it 8 under par. I think he just made a birdie on 15. We just had a first. 3 guys came through on 15. All 3 made birdie.
Oh, that's awesome.
All 3, if you're watching it, we're sitting right next to 15, and all 3 hit it in without, I'd say about 4 feet, and all 3 made their putt. Darren Clark is also on fire. He's moved up the leaderboard. I think he's birdied his last 4 holes. But anyway, Stephen Alker in the lead. Tag Ridings is in second place at 6 under par. Our Trey Schapp caught up with Tag Ridings a few minutes ago, and here's that interview.
Tag, congratulations. Nice start to the tournament here for you. What was working so well out there today?
I putted really well. I hit a lot of good shots to get in good positions too, but the greens are incredibly fast. They're incredibly good. They're the best fast greens we've played all year, but they're very picky. If you got to have perfect speed to get any drip in the curve of your putt. So that was a lot of it today. I putted exceptionally good.
A lot of people have been keeping their eye on the weather. Had a little bit of rain today, but it's very, very cold. A lot cooler than I think we thought it would be.
We were all complaining about walking down 6 fairway. It was 10 degrees colder than it was when we were on the driving range, so it didn't warm up today. It actually dropped, and it's chilly. The ball's not flying as far. A few raindrops, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. We might get away with it tomorrow.
Obviously, you have to like your position where you are. Rest of the weekend, you always finish strong. You don't always get off to a good start, but you did it today.
Yeah, and you just keep playing. Each day's different, so you don't take it for granted. You're going to go come out and do the work again tomorrow. So that's the mindset I'm going to keep.
Best of luck this weekend, and maybe we'll have some hog calls out there as well.
I hope we do.
I bet we do if he stays on top of that leaderboard and at the top and is in one of the last. That would be an ideal situation to have a former Razorback in the last group or next to last group on Saturday, really on Sunday. As of right now, he would be in the last group with Stephen Alker. So, unless somebody else passes him up, let me look on the leaderboard. Greg Chalmers has tied him, but he finished after Tag, so he will be teeing off after him. There's a couple, not really. I think there's a really good chance Tag Ridings will be in the last group tomorrow, teeing off with Stephen Alker. And that would be a pretty good way to finish it, and hopefully he can have another good round and be in that last group on Sunday.
Yeah, it's good to see that Tag is playing at a certain level, because when he was sitting here with us, he said that throughout the season it's kind of been up and down for him, and if he is able to win and or get one of the higher spots, and that could determine what happens for him next year and in the future, that would be great for him.
On the D3 Auto Sales text line, Lucas was asking about his tickets that he won. I don't think they've mailed them yet. We just sent Lucas's information to Trey Schapp. He'll get it to the media director here at the tournament, and they will send you those 2 passes, those honorary observers for Sunday. They'll get it taken care of. Trey Schapp's on top of it.
Oh, yeah, Trey, he'll make sure it's right.
Yeah, we'll get it to you.
Hear that, Lucas?
Don't panic.
You can stop worrying.
Don't freak out. We'll get them to you. If not, I'll give you Tripp's personal cell phone number, and you can call him all weekend.
Do it.
All right, coming up in our third hour, we've got our picks, we've got what's trending, and an update from the Simmons Bank Championship. Stick around. This is Out of Bounds.
Hi, I'm Dr. Molly Meek, an interventional radiologist at Arkansas Urology. I do minimally invasive procedures such as prostate artery embolization for men, and uterine artery embolization for women. This means less downtime and faster recovery. We are the only urology practice in Arkansas with an interventional radiologist on staff. That means more options and better care for you. Give us a call at 501-219-8900 to schedule your appointment or visit arkansasurology.com.
It's a great day for football. Two rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. Two rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Serious injuries happen every day.
If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8.
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton.
888. 888.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Pastime. Do you smell that? That's the smell of men being men.
I think I'm ready.
On 103.7 The Buzz. KABC Little Rock.
State police are looking for a person of interest in Fulton County double homicide. Officers are looking for 32-year-old Jacob Smith. Fulton County deputies say they tried to serve a warrant at his apartment to search for evidence, but they've been unable to find him. If you see him or know where he is, please call the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. And Evolve Bank CEO is now in federal custody just a month after he was hired. Evolve Bank was founded in Parkin and has branches out in East Arkansas and in Tennessee. It has been under federal oversight for over a year. CEO's Bob Hartheimer was arrested at the bank's corporate headquarters in Memphis yesterday. The FBI did not say what charges he is facing, but a spokesperson for Evolve says that his arrest is not related to bank operations. Hartheimer has a federal court hearing set for next Tuesday. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Kara Case, Jessica Rockwell.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Cloudy today with a 20% chance of light rainfall and a high of 72. Also cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of rain in central Arkansas and a low of 58. But it is Saturday. That's when we're expecting the bulk of our rain from the middle of the day through the afternoon. An 80% chance of rain. Some could be heavy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowse shares her Keys to the Weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
Hey, Howie, Robert Irwin Jewelers is celebrating 48 years, and how are we celebrating?
Get 48% off any item at Robert Irwin Jewelers for our anniversary sale going on right now.
Tell me about like this tennis bracelet right here. How much would that be?
It's a beautiful 3-carat lab-grown diamond tennis bracelet for only $948. You got to get to Robert Irwin Jewelers, bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, or online at rijewelers.com. Take 48% off any item at Robert Irwin Jewelers.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton. Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options. And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab. Nah, he's going to miss. It's good! That's bad. Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Think about it. You take thousands of steps every day. Shouldn't every single one of them feel amazing? Well, with Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins, they can. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists to design a shoe that provides amazing arch support for all-day comfort. And best of all, you get all this comfort, stability, and support with the ease of Skechers slip-ins technology. Just slip them on. There's no bending down and no struggling to tie your shoes. Just step in and go. Try Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Shelter Agent Jay Helm, Jeremiah Matthews, or Jeff Hodge in Little Rock today.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app and link your ESPN Bet and ESPN accounts to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet Studios, this is Out of Bounds with Joe Franklin and Wes Moore on 103.7 The Buzz. This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas. What's Trending in Sports is brought to you by Arkansas's own West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock Coffee, the Razorbacks, and their 1.5 million farmers around the globe. It's fall, so now it's time for your team to stock up on coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA today.
Thursday Night Football, Chargers, Vikings. Chargers, home team, they blasted Vikings 37-10. Justin Herbert, 3 touchdowns.
On the 14th play of this drive, to the end zone, caught, touchdown, Gadsden. 2nd and 10, going for it all, out in front, hold in, Ladd McConkey, touchdown.
That was 2 of the 3 touchdowns. 3rd touchdown went to Trey Harris. But impressive last night where Chargers come away with that win. Carson Wentz on the other side, he got beat up pretty bad last night. So Vikings may be turning back to J.J. McCarthy as they'll have the mini bye until they play their next game. But Carson Wentz having to recover from some injuries. J.J. McCarthy has already been recovering. He should be ready to go for this next game, though. And so we'll see what happens with Vikings in their quarterback situation. And then, speaking of quarterback situations, Jets, they may be making a change. And Tyrod Taylor says he doesn't know what his role will be yet.
Yeah, trying to keep it normal. I told you guys last week, sticking true to my process, preparing mentally, physically, to be ready for whatever the opportunity at hand is.
What do you anticipate your role being on Sunday?
I have no anticipation for it. Like I said, my mind and my sole focus is being available and ready to be able to lead this team when called upon.
So you don't know, or you just can't say?
I don't know.
You don't. How are you?
Yeah, it's more he can't say. If they're making a quarterback change, he knows that he's going to get the start. But, of course, he can't give that away until it's been released officially by the coaching staff and Aaron Glenn. Giants rookie quarterback Jackson Dart, he says he's looking forward to playing in Philly and hearing from some of those hostile fans.
This is a my bad on my part. For some reason, I completely missed this clip. I don't have it in the system right now, so whoops, my bad. Everything else is in there, though. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, we could possibly come back to that
I'll
one.
find it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Jamar Chase, he says he's running out of places around the house because he's doing so many jersey exchanges post-game.
Really, well, I got two more. I got 2 boxes of just jerseys because I don't have no more room in my house to hang up. So I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with the rest of them yet. Probably put them in my off-season house or something, you know.
Do you frame them?
I frame them though. They all framed. Some got tickets in them. Some got pictures next to them. So it's all kinds.
Why is that important to you?
Just the memories I get to have. Growing up, I watched players do it all the time, and getting the opportunity to get to the NFL and get jerseys from Devontae Adams and Mike Evans and those guys like that. You know, watching those guys when I was younger it's basically like a dream come true for me. You know, I get to live in a moment for it.
Is there one that's super special to you?
I would say Devontae. And why can't I remember this guy's name? This is bad. Huh? Chargers.
King Allen?
Thank you. I was saying Mike Allen in my head. I'm like, what the
Why Keenan?
I always loved his routes. I always watched his routes. I always watched his highlights because of his routes. So vice versa with both of them.
Do you guys message each other before the game, or is it just natural after?
It's usually like right after. The only person that had Michael was the only person that texted me, that got somebody to text me and ask for the jersey, because he hit me on Instagram and I didn't see it. So that was the only person that ever did that.
I'm super curious about this for guys that do jersey swaps, especially when you're just pulling it off your back and handing it over.
Yeah.
Do you wash it before you frame it or anything, or do you like to keep like the grass?
Well, you're being funny, okay? so it is dirty, but they spray it with a Farabic cleanser. So it's like, it's not bleach, but it's sprayed. So the stains stay there, but the smell goes away. Okay? Yeah.
I had no idea.
So the house, I have dirty jerseys, but the house isn't smell, okay? Yeah.
It's stained.
It's stained though, yeah. Good question though. Glad you cleared that.
Couple of funny things in there. The fact that he couldn't remember Keenan Allen's name, but also he said that maybe he'll put some of those jerseys in his off-season home. So they won't be in the main house where he stays most of the time. They'll be in his off-season house.
Okay, now here's the Jackson Dart clip when you're ready for it. I had to scramble during that. I am so sorry. I have no clue how I missed that, but here.
No problem at all. We'll go ahead and play that now.
Here it is.
Yeah, I think a little bit. I mean, I think anybody finds it enjoyable when you're able to win games on the road, and that's something that we haven't done yet. So we're still chasing that, and I'm just excited for the environment. Yeah, it's gonna be intense for sure. I can't wait to go out there and compete, and kind of just feel like the hostility in the air, and the rivalry between the two organizations. It's going to be really cool, and I kind of compare it to like an SEC rivalry. So really excited for the atmosphere. I know it's going to be intense, but just excited for it.
Giants, they were heavily fined for their role in going into the blue tent. Giants organization fined $200,000, Brian Daboll $100,000, and Cam Scatteraboo $15,000. So $315,000 total in fines there for Giants and players coach for their role in going into the blue tent.
They're serious about that. Let the doctors do their job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And coming up Sunday Night Football, Steelers hosting Packers. So Aaron Rodgers going against his former team. He had some high praise for Micah Parsons.
Felt this way about our guy here, TJ. We played him last year. We wanted to make sure he wasn't getting a lot of singles. And played against Micah before. He's a phenomenal player. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's a game record. And you got to know where he's at all times.
I hope you could hear his voice. My goodness, that was just ambience, the sound. Holy cow.
Well, let's see if Matt LaFleur sounds a little better with praising Aaron Rodgers and his time at Green Bay.
He looks like he can still do anything. What's surprising for such an old man, he's still moving around pretty good too. So and you've seen it in multiple games. I mean, he had an off schedule the other day versus Cincinnati where they drop 8, and he's running back and forth the field, throws a touchdown pass. Obviously, the one to Freiermuth, that 70-yarder he got out of the pocket, made a hell of a throw on that one. The arm strength is still plenty there. You see it you especially saw it on the Hail Mary. I mean, I don't know many guys that can throw the ball over 70 yards in the air. I'm not quite sure how far it went, but had to have been at least 70 yards. It's still pretty impressive what he can do. He can throw with pinpoint accuracy. There was one, I know the ball ended up getting picked off, but it's 2-man on DK, and he threads the needle, and the DB just ripped it away. But it was a great pass. It's just this guy is extremely accurate, and he can, if you give him just a sliver of light, he can fit the ball in there.
Back and forth with Sean Payton, Broncos head coach, and Russell Wilson continues. Sean Payton says he didn't know that his comments weren't directed towards Russell Wilson, but he can see why Russell Wilson felt that way.
I did. Look, in the euphoria, the way that game unfolded, that was strictly about Dart. I mean, and I that was in no way, shape, or form anything that was directed at Russ. So, and I might be able to see how he might perceive that, but coming off that win and watching how he played, that wasn't any intention at all.
You buying that?
No, he had a hard time even explaining that. At that point, just stop answering questions about it. Just say, hey, we're moving on from this, because he's just digging that hole deeper. NBA last night, a couple of overtime games, and we'll start with Thunder as they won for the second night in a row in double overtime.
Hard out. Walker playing a lot of extra minutes. SGA the drive. SGA the finish. Tied again. 44 points. He picks it up. 2-point lead for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander the drive. The finish off the glass. 51 points for SGA.
SGA on starting 5, he said that 30-point night, that's an off night for him. He said that that's below his scoring average, so he should always score more than 30. And back-to-back nights, he scores in the 40s first night, and then last night, 51. So he's off to an impressive start, and it was a rematch, finals rematch. Thunder take down Pacers in double overtime. Warriors get an overtime victory over Nuggets last night.
The backcourt, you see Murray at midcourt trying to keep him from getting a catch. Here's Curry, deep triple, it's good! We're tied again! Horford in the corner with 3. Butler up top, it's good, a 3! That might be the dagger! Nobody picks up Curry. Takes it all the way and lays it in.
So Warriors, they come through last night, and the shot that Steph Curry hit to send the game into overtime, it was a handoff from Draymond Green. Dre gives him a screen, and he shoots a deep three. And then they had to defend for a bit to be able to take that game to overtime, but really impressive by them. And we've talked quite a bit about the gambling scandal. Well, TMZ was able to track down a former Mafia captain, Michael Franzese, or it may be Franzese, but he blames NBA's gambling platforms.
How do you get players who are making millions in some cases to get involved in something like this?
You know, I don't think you understand the level of gambling among professional athletes, even college athletes. And I've been doing this for 30 years since they recruited me. All the leagues recruited me out of prison, you know, back in 1994, because they knew they were having such a problem. And I had a number of bookmakers working for me. The FBI filled them in on that. So they chose me to come and speak to the players and try to dissuade them from getting involved with organized crime. You don't realize, you know, gambling is an extension of their competitive nature. It raises the stakes in the competition. These guys get themselves in so much trouble. Doesn't matter how much money they make. And, you know, let me use Michael Jordan as an example. There was a time when I said Michael had a real gambling problem because he gambles on everything. And I've witnessed it in certain cases when I was working with the NBA. But, you know, he came out in that thing that he did, the documentary on him, and he said, you know, I don't have a gambling problem. I have a competition problem. I'm not shocked what I see with Chauncey Billups. I'm not shocked with that player that, you know, gave some information. I'm going to come out early in the game, and this way you can bet the under on me, and we'll split it up afterwards. I mean, this happens all the time. It hasn't changed over the past 30 years.
Do these players know they're dealing with organized crime, or are the organized criminals smart enough to kind of disguise that, and that the players never really know they're dealing with the mafia?
No, they know it. But look, you got to see guys in that life, they're smooth. You know, you're in trouble. You come to me, you know, at the time, say, look, I want to help you out. I don't want to hurt you. I'm never going to put you in trouble. I'm not going to tell on you. You know who I am. Let's do this together. I'll make some money from you. I'll make some money for you. You make some money for me. The more access you have to gambling, the more people are going to get involved in it, and the more people are going to get in trouble. There's no question about it. The leagues now have basically adopted gambling. They're saying, hey, it's okay. You know, you can gamble. And you can't give people access like that.
So there it is from a former Mafia captain. Also, NBA sports law professor Gabe Feldman. He spoke about gambling situation in the NBA.
Crap, I missed that one too. Golly, Moses. That's on me.
All right, let's move on. World Series starts tonight, and Blake Snell, he had some comments about heading into the World Series.
What's it like to get back to the World Series?
It's great, but I want to win it. I want to win it. It's the only thing on my mind.
What's it like to watch Shohei Ohtani in one of the greatest performances we've ever seen in a baseball game?
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably see that one in every 100 years. Like, it's what he's doing is incredible, and I'm so happy for him and all the success that he's had, and for him to be on our team, I'm even more happier.
All right, and it's been announced that Bo Bichette, Blue Jays, will start at second base, and he's going to bat cleanup. Let's hear from Bo Bichette.
What have you done in the last 2 weeks specifically to try to get your body ready for the World Series?
Everything. Probably too much to explain, but I mean, in terms of baseball, I've started taking ground balls, I've ran the bases, I've hit, so I mean, everything's feeling pretty good, at least good enough, and so we'll see what I can accomplish today and then go from there.
You know, we've talked to Vladdy and Alejandro, and you all came up with John Schneider, right? I know how meaningful this organization is to you and John Schneider, but I didn't get a chance to ask you how important and impactful he's been to you throughout your career.
Yeah, I mean, just like with Vladdy, I mean, I've been with him for so long, so we've been through the ups and downs together, good times, bad times, all that. So, I mean, I think just this year in particular, the trust he's shown in not only me, but the entire team, people that teammates that have been up for 10 days and gone back down, just he trusts everybody that shows up on the roster, and I think that's a really powerful thing.
What does it mean to play for a World Series with the Blue Jays?
It means everything. I mean, this is what I worked so hard for. This is what I've prayed for my entire life. So to have this opportunity is special, and I'll give it everything I got.
Bo Bichette's playing second base for just the first time since 2019. Last time he played second base was in AAA.
They're trying to change it up and hopefully see if something pays off for them. Tony Vitello, he had some praise for Giants organization at Oracle Park, and this dates back to July, so you wonder if maybe he had any kind of inkling that they were interested in him at the time.
I've always had a lot of respect for that organization, and that ballpark is unbelievable out there. I need to get back out there and watch Gavin sometime.
Well, hopefully when he makes his Major League debut, and hopefully it's soon, we'll get a chance to meet you and have you come out to San Francisco. But thanks again, Coach, for jumping on KMBR.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
I saw where Kevin Schnall from Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
He is one of the guys that is on the list for Tennessee.
He should be.
And Elander is the other one so far.
Also, Tony V says that this may have been a bit selfish on his part, but he says it was the right call to accept this position. And the reason he says that is because teams set there at Tennessee, they're ready to head into the season, so now they have to make adjustments without him. And also a note, Lamar Jackson, he could be returning as a starting quarterback for Ravens. He's been a full participant in practice all week. That'll do it for what's trending.
Justin Leonard just eagled the 18th hole to get to 6 under par. Stuart Sink birdied 15 right here a couple minutes ago while you were doing this. Long birdie putt. He got to 5 under par, so he's got a chance. He hits it a long way to maybe pass tag and get in that last group if he can eagle 18 or pick up a birdie on 17. But they're done here. They're past 15. Now the leader or the last couple of groups are on 17 and 18. Almost done for round one at the Simmons Bank Championship. When we come back, Joe and I are going to make some picks. Stick around. This is Out of Bounds.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Bowen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
This is SportsCenter.
The Chargers dominated the Vikings on Thursday Night Football, beating them 37-10. Quarterback Justin Herbert had 3 touchdowns and 289 yards. Keenan Allen had 44 yards on the night, joining Antonio Gates as the only players with 11,000-plus receiving yards in Chargers history. Tonight, Arkansas basketball has an exhibition against Cincinnati at home. This is the Razorbacks' first exhibition of the preseason, while it's the Bearcats' second. They beat 7th-ranked Michigan 100-98 last Friday. Tip is set for 7. It can be streamed on SEC Network Plus. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz too. And the Buzz High School Football Game of the Week is a battle of unbeatens. As Cersei hosts Joe T. Robinson with kickoff set for 7, coverage will start on the Buzz at 6:45. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Accountable Roofing and Remodeling presents Bruce James every Tuesday morning this fall on Morning Mayhem. Bruce will break down each game, the opponent, and the Razorback program the only way he knows how, and that's with no punches pulled. Bruce James with David, Roger, and Justin on Morning Mayhem, presented by Accountable Roofing and Remodeling, home of the 10-year leak-free guarantee.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it up on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough with the phones already. Put them down and pay attention, or pay the price.
Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
David Basil for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock on the showroom floor and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carry Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems, the same that I use in my hot tub. It's also that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pollywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on those cool nights watching your favorite game. Check them out online, luxurypoolarkansas.com.
I'm Dr. Molly Meek with Arkansas Urology, the interventional radiologist here at Arkansas Urology. If you're a man struggling with symptoms of an enlarged prostate, there is a minimally invasive option called prostate artery embolization. It is an outpatient procedure that can improve your symptoms and your quality of life without surgery. I am proud to be part of the only urology practice in Arkansas with an interventional radiologist on staff. Call us at 501-219-8900 to schedule your appointment or learn more at arkansasurology.com.
Hi, this is Ted with Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. We are proud to offer window and door replacement installation. Our upfront, honest pricing and easy financing make it easy for you to increase the value of your home to your cost in one step. Accountable Roofing and Remodeling windows and doors carry a lifetime guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Call us today, 501-621-0500, or visit us on the web at accountablerr.com.
Got a mess that needs to disappear? From massive industrial site clearing to backyard junk removal, Mission Site Services is Arkansas's trusted team to get it done. Tear down that house, remove that rotten shed, clean out that garage, build that old pool, clean up that construction site, even dump sites and homeless camps. Starting to get that idea? Mission Site Services is a licensed demolition contractor that can do it all. Call them today and get on the schedule. Mission Site Services. Clean it up, clean it out, tear it down. Call 501-607-9283.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 25 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. This is our home. We don't work for insurance companies, we work for you. Car crash, truck wreck, motorcycle collision. We know how to win, and if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential. Hurt in the car? Call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 25 years and ready when you need us. LeVar Law. Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Out of Bounds, live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio.
This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
All right, welcome back out to Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship. Final two holes are being played, 17 and 18. And, guys, we're on course record watch. Stephen Alker has birdied the last 5 holes. He is 10 under par on 18 and just piped a drive right down the middle. Of course, 18 is a par 5. If he gets a birdie or an eagle, he'll break his course record that he tied with Vijay Singh last year. Remember, he started the first round with a 62? Well, he's at 10 under right now on 18.
In familiar territory.
That's why, that was one of my picks when one of the listeners wrote in on the D3 Auto Sales text line. A, he's really good. And B, he must like this course after shooting a 62 last year in the first round, and he is very close to upping that if he can birdie 18, and 18 is definitely a birdie hole today. We'll see how he does. But shot number 1, the drive, was right down the middle. Patrick Harrington hit a huge bomb on 18. He's going to have a iron in his hand, try to have an eagle. Justin Leonard just eagled 18. He had looked like a 3-wood or a 5-wood from the fairway and hit it to about 3 feet and tapped it in for his eagle putt. So they've done some scoring down the stretch. Stuart Sink is, and by the way, that got Justin Leonard to 6 under also with tag ridings and Chalmers. So you got 3 guys at 6 under. Then Alker, with his fantastic first round, just kind of putting some distance between himself and the rest of the field.
Yeah, it's a stacked leaderboard, though.
It is. You throw in Stuart Sink. Ernie Els hit a shot here on 15, the longest drive of the day. It was so long, I thought it was his second shot. And seriously, I thought he got in some trouble off the tee and had to chip out and was still in trouble. Now, he was not in the fairway, but he was over on the left side of 15 in between the last two trees. I mean, it was an absolute bomb. It had to be like 340 down the left side, and he hit it up there and had a birdie putt of about 8 feet and missed it. But it's been very impressive watching these guys play. Joe, you want to pick some games?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see. Wait, I got to pull out last week because we never talked about it. Remember we had last week we had Josh join us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think we both beat Josh. That's why I was wanting to pull it out. I can't find it right now. I'll keep looking.
Josh was funny in some of those picks, though. He's like, come on, man, this is obvious.
Yeah, and he missed one of them. Remember, one of them was San Francisco.
Yeah.
He was so down on the 49ers, and he missed it.
He talked so bad about Mac Jones. He's not very good. He's sitting behind Brock Purdy, and I don't think he's good either.
Well, and Brock Purdy, he's got better numbers than Brock Purdy right now. I must not have it in my little book.
All right, well, we'll start with Mizzou, speaking of Josh, at Vandy this week. What are you thinking?
I'm in on Vandy. I think they're a legit team. They got a chance. Now, their schedule's going to get a little tougher, and they got some tough games down the stretch. But they've got a shot to be in the college football playoff. This is test number, 3 for them. You know, and the only loss was the road game at Alabama. I think Vandy is a good team, and they're better than Missouri, and Vanderbilt wins this game.
Tough game for both teams, but Vandy, they seem to be rolling right now. So it's hard to go away from them and pick against them. Going with Vandy, College Game Day is going to be there, so it'll be exciting for the students and fans that are around. Yeah, riding with Vandy. Ole Miss at OU. Intriguing game because you think about Ole Miss's offense, OU's defense. I'm going to go with the offensive team here in Ole Miss. Got Ole Miss winning this game against OU.
Okay, well, we'll disagree on one finally. I'm going with Oklahoma because it was this time last year that Ole Miss kind of fell apart. Remember, you felt like they were going to have a good shot at being in the college football playoff and lost a couple of games that you weren't expecting them to lose. And I see this one of them. I'm going with you're going with offense. I'm going with the OU defense. And Ole Miss's offense or defense showed some holes last week against Georgia, could not get any stops. I think Oklahoma wins this game, 24-21, 27-24, something like that.
I like that you did that because every time you do it, it goes the other way.
I think OU's defense just a little bit better.
All right, South Florida at Memphis. And Memphis, they dropped a game, but they could still be in contention for college football playoff at the end. Now it looks like South Florida could be in the driver's seat.
I'm going to go with Golish. Isn't that right? Golish at South Florida. I told you when Arkansas played Memphis, I wasn't a fan of Memphis's quarterback, and I didn't think they would make it to the college football playoff. Just didn't think he was good enough, accurate enough of a quarterback. Very dynamic runner, hard runner. Liked how he ran the ball, but I just didn't like how he threw the ball. Game like this, that's going to come into play. I'm going to go with South Florida.
I'm going to go with South Florida also, but I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis was able to come away with a win. We've seen Memphis get behind in games and be able to come back. We know how dynamic South Florida has been at times this season, where they've beaten off some of the bigger conference teams. But overall, South Florida, wouldn't be surprised for Memphis. Auburn at Arkansas. Got Arkansas winning this one, 27-17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the most Auburn scored in an SEC game so far. Maybe they'll have 5 turnovers again. That's how Arkansas is able to keep them from.
That's okay. Arkansas will have 6.
Yeah. And I've flipped and flopped on this game all week long. I really haven't even hinted all week on which way I was going to go because I really didn't know which way I was going to go. I hate that Cam Ball is out. If Cam Ball was in the game, it would make me feel a little bit better. There's a huge hole at defensive tackle. Some bodies are going to have to step up and replace his production. He takes so many snaps. But when it comes down to it, Arkansas's got the better quarterback by far. It's not even close. Marcel Reed played a really good game last week, and that's why A&M won. He was able to, compete with Taylor Green, snap for snap, pass for pass, scramble for scramble. I don't see that out of Auburn this week. Heck, they may play 2 quarterbacks. They could play 3 quarterbacks. I think Taylor Green's the difference once again. Ole Miss, it was a close game. Why? Chambliss played so well. Mm-hmm. He was able to match what Taylor Green did. So I think Arkansas by far has the better quarterback, and I'm going to give them the edge in this game. I don't know if it's, that computer model's been off on Arkansas by about 7 points, and Neil had it, a 3-point victory for Auburn or a 2-point victory the computer did. I think Arkansas is going to win this game by about 9 points. I'm going to put it 34-24, Arkansas by 10.
Got Randy smiling here. Randy, you see how he tried to throw the curveball like he was going in on Auburn, and then he brought it back to Arkansas.
Well, an Auburn offense just isn't good. They're going to get a season high in points in the SEC with 24, but Arkansas will score the most points that anybody has scored on Auburn in the SEC this season with 34. Look, they've moved it all season long. I don't think that's going to stop this week, especially at home. 2 desperate teams. Who's the most desperate? I think it's Arkansas. I really do. They want to win. These guys want to win a game for Petrino. I don't know if Auburn wants to win a game for Hugh Freeze.
Well, you have a coach that's in trouble for his job. So, I mean, like you mentioned, it's 2 desperate teams. Which one is more desperate? Tripp, how much is Arkansas going to win this game by?
We're going to win? I don't know.
You don't think so?
Well, after the couple times I've witnessed, I paid a lot of money to go watch us fumble away to Memphis, Joe. My optimism has died a long time ago. If we win tomorrow, great. I'll be happy. I'll be a happy little camper, but I'm not going to make any picks that Arkansas is going to win. If we win, it'll probably be by 3, knowing our luck.
Okay, like it. All right, BYU and Iowa State. BYU's ranked. Iowa State, we know that they started off promising early in the season, and they've had a bump along the way. What are you thinking?
Something big just happened is what I'm thinking. I can hear the cheers from 18, and we're going to see it on the Golf Channel coverage in just a second. But it looks like, who is that chipping from the bunker? It's Patrick Harrington. He's got a terrible lie. So, anyway, I'm going with Iowa State just because of the BYU-Utah hangover. It's going to cost BYU. I'm going to go Iowa State at home.
All right. I'm going BYU. I think BYU gets it done. Doubted them last week.
Yeah.
And they came through. So I think they're going to keep it rolling because they've shown that they're a really good team. I think they're going to continue to show just how good they are. Jets at Bengals. Jets may have a different quarterback starting this week, and the one game that Tyrod Taylor started, their offense moved, and they looked a lot better. But we saw that Bengals offense last week, and they looked really good with those dynamic receivers, Joe Flacco being able to get them the ball. I'm going to go Bengals here, but I think it's a close game.
I don't. I think the Bengals will win, cover, and be just fine in this game. I believe in their quarterback situation a little bit better than the Jets situation. Jets remain winless. Bengals take care of business.
All right, Giants at Eagles. It's a rematch of a game that's already happened this season. We know division games, they play twice a year, and they just played a couple of weeks ago. Giants got the win.
Eagles get the revenge. They got it off their schneid, looked a little better last week against Minnesota, right? Although Minnesota didn't look very good last night.
No, they didn't.
Maybe they just beat up a team that's limping right now. But then again, Chargers, they're so up and down. They looked good last night. But no, I'm going with Philadelphia.
I'm going there also. Eagles, they get the win back this time against Giants, which Giants, they lost a game last week that should have won, where they had the lead most of the game, and then they get outscored in the fourth quarter. Broncos score all their points then. But, Eagles get the win. 49ers at Texans. Battle of D'Amico Ryans, who used to be 49ers defensive coordinator, and their current defensive coordinator. And then going against that Kyle Shanahan offense, I think 49ers come away with the win on the road.
Ooh, okay, we're going to disagree on this one. Although I'd love to know the over-under on this, because I think the both really good defenses. Texans offense not very good. It could be like 17-13. I mean, this is like a first team to 17 wins. I'm going to say Texans are better at home. They're terrible on the road, but they've been good at home. I'm going to say the Texans get the win.
All right. Cowboys, Broncos.
Same thing. Cowboys been really good at home. They haven't been good on the road. I know they beat the Jets on the road, but you know what? Lost to a bad Carolina Panthers team, lost to a bad Bears team. Broncos are a good team. Broncos win.
Broncos really didn't show it last week, though. They got well behind that game, but they were able to come back and win. Packers at Steelers.
You're going Broncos?
I am going Broncos, yes. I'm going Broncos. Packers at Steelers, Sunday Night Football. Both teams wearing throwbacks in this game, and should be a really good environment. Aaron Rodgers taking on his former team. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers to get the win over his former team.
Man. Threw me a curveball there. I was leaning Steelers, too. Kind of want to just go against you just to finish up on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, well, go for it.
I will. Packers got a great defense. They really do. The Packers defense, Aaron Rodgers, the offense hasn't been great. They've been, every time I watch the Steelers, they just take advantage of what's given to them and credit the offense for being opportunistic. But I don't think the Packers are going to give them too much. All right. I'll go with Packers.
Like it. All right. That finishes our picks for the week. Let's see. We're on opposite sides a few times here.
4.
Okay.
Yeah. I got OU. You got Ole Miss. I got Iowa State. You got BYU. I got 49ers. No, you got 49ers. I got Texans. I wrote that in the wrong column. 49ers.
You probably really wanted to take 49ers.
No, I like the Texans at home. I really do. We both, and I took Packers. You took Steelers. There we go. By the way, I found it. Josh beat you last week. He went 6-4. You went 5-5. I went 7-3. So I picked up the 2 games on you that I lost the previous week.
Yep.
Is it 1 game lead?
Yes, 1 game lead.
You have a 1 game lead going into. I'm gonna put that down. I'm -1 going into this week. All right. I think we have some news from the tournament. I'm going to get the official email. I'm going to check my email box, but. Chico or somebody else on the D3 Auto Sales text line passed it along to me. I'm going to verify that, and I'll pass that along when we come back. Stick around. This is Out of Bounds.
Football fans, get to Brewski's Pub and Grub, downtown Little Rock and North Little Rock. Brewski's is your ultimate game day headquarters. The Brewski-tron is bigger than life, TVs cover every single wall, and the game sound is always on. Plus, happy hour till 7 Monday through Friday with drink specials every single day. Fuel up with Brewski's famous smash burgers, wings and 11 sauces, sandwiches, and more. Catch every single NFL game on Sunday at Brewski's. Brewski's Pub and Grub, your home for football all season long.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
Growing up, fall was my favorite time of year. On Saturdays, I'd watch college football all day with my friends, and on Sunday, we all played travel baseball, which was a lot of fun, but as the weather got cooler, it took a bit longer to warm up, and if you're coaching or just watching your kids play, I'm sure that nagging pain returns with that cool air. Hey everybody, Josh Neighbors here for QC Kinetics. It's time to stand up and fight that pain, and the folks at QC Kinetics are here to help. You can get a free consultation. Exercise your freedom to look beyond the options. This is not surgery. This is not pills. It's a simple injection that uses cellular level treatments from your own body. No hospital stay, fast and natural with no downtime. So call them today and get that free consultation scheduled. And that free consultation could be the spark that leads you to achieving that pain-free lifestyle year-round that you've been looking for. Call 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stephens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oakland Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oakland Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options. And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab. Nah, he's going to miss. It's good! That's bad. Bet all season long with Oakland Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz. Live from the Gwatney Chevrolet studio. Gwatney Chevrolet. Driving? Trust every mile.
This special broadcast of Out of Bounds, live from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stephens, and is brought to you by Saracen Casino Resort, the best bet in Arkansas.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us. Pleasant Valley Country Club as the golfers are finishing up, and we have a new course record. Stephen Alker fired 11 under 61.
Ooh.
How about that?
That's awesome. Back-to-back years for him, setting the course record.
Didn't have to worry about Vijay Singh coming in behind him, and or actually he tied Vijay. Vijay set it at 62, and then he tied Vijay a little later in the day. But man, Alker's playing good. I was watching him on the YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was fairways and greens. He missed the fairway on 16. That's the one with the water left. And he was over on the right side, kind of by the driving range. And he hit just a low little punch shot up there to the front of the green, but he wasn't on the green. Chipped it in. Made his birdie. 6 straight birdies to finish his round. I've been passed along a note, and I bet Randy can make it official for us later on. But I've been told on the D3 Auto Sales text line that the tee times will be starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to tee off number 1 and number 10. But that has not been sent out and become official, but it's something to keep an eye on. And if I know Randy, if he gets that email, he'll pass it along to make it official, and then it'll come out on social media. So if you're planning to come out, just be alert and be ready to change your plans. If you look at the weather, it looks like that system is going to move in around noon or 1 o'clock. And if they can get in, and they play fast today. You think about it, they are on the last hole right now. And the coverage is supposed to end at 4, and they're going to be right on time. I can see them right now. walking down the 18 fairway. It's Stuart Sink, Ernie Els, and Miguel Angel Cabrera. And so they're going to finish on time. These guys, it's a little chilly out here and wet. And there wasn't a whole lot of messing around out here today. Stuart Sink, by the way, is at 5 under par. I do not know. I'll have to pull up the YouTube app again, TV app again, see if he's got a chance for eagle. But as it stands right now, the final group appears to be Stephen Alker and Tag Ridings tomorrow. And then Greg Chalmers and Justin Leonard would play in the next to last group, unless, something crazy happens here and Stuart Sink is able to make an eagle here on 18. By the way,
where does he currently stand?
5 under. So
Okay.
eagle would put him at 7 in front of Tag. But if he ties Tag, the first one in at 6 under is the last one to go out.
Yeah.
So he would be in that last group. Trey Schapp just confirmed it. It is confirmed. They're going off of 1 and 10 tomorrow. First tee time at 8 o'clock. So they're hoping to get this round done, somewhere around 12:30, and just kind of beat the storm. I was pulling up my map for tomorrow and what it looks like. Let's see here. Because earlier today, Saturday, it looked like morning was going to be okay, but it was more going to be like Saturday afternoon would be the washout. Yeah. Oh, ugh. Saturday doesn't look good. Look at the rain chances in the morning, like 70%. But what it is, it's probably just rain showers in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, maybe some storms. And Sunday, Sunday's looking a lot better. Look at that. Sunday's changed on us already. Now, it'll probably change again. But
That means it's moving in sooner then.
Yeah.
And we got a feel for that today.
And they may be trying to get out here early Saturday morning, play as many as they can, and then when there's a break in the action, get back out here and finish it up. That may be something they're looking at too. But anyway, it is official now. Hole 1, hole 10 tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock tee times. But you know what? Bring your rain gear, and if you've got a ticket to the hospitality tents, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all covered, and you can stay dry there. It's just getting to the tent and then getting inside of it, and you got some good golf to watch. And
this is more
good
what
food, good drinks.
October is supposed to feel like, though. So players know that wherever they are around the country, October, you could be dealing with some cooler temps.
It is 67 right now.
Yeah, see, it went up from earlier
Yeah, it was
today,
57.
but it still feels like it's just as cool.
Yeah, it's dampness in the air. That's kind of the feel. Let's go to the D3 Auto Sales text line. Chico in Pine Bluff says, "Hey, Wes, I believe Aubrey is going to beat the longest field goal record in Denver this Sunday."
He can do that from anywhere.
Yeah. It's just getting that opportunity, the right opportunity,
The
end of the
timing.
half or, end of the game, because you hate to give away that kind of field position. 501 says, "Hey, fellas, this is Chris Johnson. I won tickets last night on Tap Time to the Festival of Darkness tomorrow night. Anything I need to do to pick up those tickets?" I have no idea, man. Sorry, Chris. I can't help you there.
Hey, wait, call our front desk, 501-265-0500. Maybe they can help you out.
Jimmy and Roland, what is on the banner that the plane has flying around the golf course? I saw it when I was driving down 430, but couldn't read it. There's, what's that say, Whitney?
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney.
Yeah, a drink.
There you go. Right there. Perfect timing, Jimmy. It was flying right over our head when I read that. Guys, Oklahoma City and the Spurs, barring any injuries. Where'd it go? Did you retweet? Oh, there it is. Those are some teams that are about to have some major battles.
They will, for years to come.
Mile High Stadium, where the air is thin, is what he's talking about. Yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely. But it's just the fact that Brandon Aubrey can do that from anywhere. Seems like the leg he has.
Drew says damp is cold. Damp, it's cold. Oh, damp, it's cold. Wordplay. It's chilly, I'll give you that. I'm glad I brought this little jacket today.
Oh, yeah, it was well needed.
All right, that's going to do it. Trip, great job as always.
Thank you.
Coming up Monday, we got Clint Sterner, a huge weekend recap of NFL, college football,
World Series,
NBA, and of course the Simmons Bank Championship. Thanks for listening in. Have a great weekend. We'll be back at it Monday, but Drive Time Sports is next.